Hello Nancy Drew fans, welcome to another playthrough video. I'm jumping into this a little earlier than I would have anticipated, given the game I'm about to play. This is Nancy Drew game number 14, Danger by Design. And I think the reason that I'm wanting to play this game, or at least wanting to play a Nancy Drew game, is because I just finished playing Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon not that long ago, and I really enjoyed that game and it makes me want to play more. And unfortunately for me, the very next one in the sequence is this one. And for many people, this is not one of the better games, and I am sorry to have to say that, Her Interactive, but let's be honest, this was viewed by many as kind of a dud. It's part of the trio of duds in my view. This is the start of 3 in a row that I found just weren't that great, and it's unfortunate, and I'm not looking forward to playing it. With that said, I did play this, I don't remember when, within the last year, and I wanted to play it, like I chose to play it. So there are times when I do actually think there are that it might be fun. I don't understand it because I usually regret it, and that's what I am anticipating, but I'm just gonna suck it up and jump into this game, and you guys will hear me grumble and feel my misery. So let's just do it.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
All right.
Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
I forgot that this is the game with this new intro, which is really nice. I quite like it. It's Nancy's room. Doesn't look like the specs are quite right. It seems rather large, but it's nice. I quite enjoy getting to go to her desk, and it's sort of neat that we've got a slew of games starting from here, where this is how we start the game. It's not just a menu. We actually get to dive in and look at a case file, which is pretty cool. So, let's do that. Oh, and sometimes Nancy reads these out loud. This apparently is not one of those instances, so I'll read it. Cover assignment. Travel to Paris and work as an assistant to Minette, an up-and-coming American fashion designer whose behavior has lately become alarmingly bizarre and erratic. She's been firing people right and left, throwing temper tantrums, refusing to return phone calls, running dangerously behind schedule, wearing a full face mask all day, every day, even while working. I mean, we're kind of used to that with COVID, although they weren't full face masks. So, cover assignment is what we just read. Now, real assignment. Discover the reason for Minette's strange behavior and report back to Amy Grunhild, a client of Dad's and Minette's biggest financial backer, who wants to know 1. Is Minette cracking under the pressure of trying to make her spring collection even more spectacular than her fall collection was? 2. Will she have enough designs done for there to even be a spring collection? 3. Is she up to something Miss Grunhild doesn't know about? 4. Was investing in Minette a mistake? And 5. Is it time to pull the financial plug on her? Additional info. Minette has one other assistant, an American named Heather, with whom I will be working. There's Heather. Her studio is an old windmill, moulin in French, in a section of Paris called Montmartre. Sacré-Cœur. All right. Sacred Heart is what that translates to. Let's turn the page. She designs clothes primarily for plus-sized women. I took 2 years of French in school, so I should be able to get by. I mean, she spoke French pretty well in Treasure in the Royal Tower, and one of my beefs as relating to this, we'll get there. Dad made me promise not to go anywhere in Paris at night by myself. No matter what, I cannot let Minette find out that I'm here to check up on her. According to Miss Grunhild, she could really lose it then. I mean, that's a little sketchy. I mean, why would you want to work with someone who's sort of on the brink like that. To me, that screams counseling. Anyways, so that's our introduction to the case with the desk in Nancy Drew's room. And we also have her dossier with her name on it, which goes over her past cases, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to read through them, but I'll just quickly flip through all of them. And in each of the next couple of games, this grows to include the latest cases, which is pretty nice. So there we go. I have which game is it? I have a couple of these games in French. Is it Secret of the Old Clock? No. There's one where it's not on here, but I'm pretty sure the case file notes for Creature of Kapu Cave, which is the next game, that's in English, but everything else is in French. It's really weird. I was just reminded of that. And then we've got the How to Be a Detective. This is like a tutorial. I'm not going to click on it because I don't want to waste more time, although I want to click on this because I think that's great. Just a small little addition. Alright, let's click on the playing ticket. Would you like to start the game? Ben oui. The junior level provides a lot of help and hints. More experienced players may enjoy playing the senior level first. Well, yes, I picked senior. Hey, Canada.
In preparation for our landing, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
All right.
Taxi!
This is pretty cool. A little intro in this too.
Hello?
I said don't come near me.
No, Minette, don't!
Stay back, you hear me? Stay back!
Bonjour, vous êtes... are you Nancy?
Yeah?
I'm Heather McKay. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. How was your flight?
Fine. Well, actually, they lost my suitcase, so I don't have any clothes or my cell phone. What's going on in there? Is someone hurt?
That's just Minette throwing one of her tantrums. Don't worry. She'll stop screaming right now. They lost your suitcase? That's terrible. Well, at least you're staying with Jing Jing. She'll have tons of clothes you can borrow.
All right, let's just take a moment and talk about the plant having been thrown. Like, that's an unsafe work environment. In real life, a person like that should, and I say should because maybe they wouldn't, but they should get the boot. Like, you don't work with someone like that. They are a safety concern, and that also affects your mental health when someone is treating you so viciously and so poorly, and that's someone who ought to seek counseling. So let's really take a moment to think about how horrible that work environment is. That's toxic. And if you find yourself in that, here's my PSA, folks. Do something about it. Don't just let it go on. Go to your manager, go to your supervisor, go to whoever you have to. And if they're the ones who are creating this toxic environment, then get out. Go to a different job, because it is important that you're in a place where you are respected and where you can thrive. And the environment we're shown here is not that. So there we go. PSA, folks.
Is she all right?
Oh, you mean Minette? Don't worry, she's fine. At least she will be after phase 3, which should begin right about now. See, she uses this process that some shrink taught her to manage anger and frustration. First, she vents her rage for 10 seconds, then 6 seconds of sobs and tears, and finally, at least 4 seconds of robust laughter, all of which restores her positive flux.
Huh?
It's all very weird, but it works, and believe me, without it, she would be impossible to work for. With it, she's a mere nightmare to work for.
Which is not good.
Anyway, ready to get started?
By the way, that process seems like quackery to me. I mean, that's that's going to really mess up your emotions, like going through all those different expressions of your emotions, and you're not going to be able to understand when you should be laughing if you're upset. It's just going to get very confusing, and you're just going to need more therapy.
You bet.
That desk over there will be your workstation. I made a list of all the things that need to get done and put them on your computer. That's a Metro Pass. It'll let you ride the subway all over the city for free. Go ahead and take it. Answering the phone is your job. If you have any questions, just ask. Ask me, that is. Do not bother Manette. She's behind on her spring collection and is in danger of falling way behind on her couture projects.
Why is she so far behind?
She's been under a lot of stress lately.
Heather?
Yes?
I hear voices. Who are you talking to out there?
Nancy Drew, you know, from the States?
Well, she's no good to me out there. Send her in.
Yes, Manette. As soon as you feel up to it, she's right through that door.
I mean, I know what couture is, but I'll ask it anyways.
What do you mean by couture?
High fashion dresses and accessories that people have commissioned Manette to create. Needless to say, those people are très riche. In fact, she's designing the dress the First Lady will wear to the World Summit in November. Pretty cool, huh?
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Just, okay. Okay, let's go talk to Manette. Ugh.
Well, there you are. I was just about to call Amy Grunhild and tell her that this internship thing she'd arranged for you was off. It's bad enough Amy foisting you on me like this. The day I become financially independent and can tell people like her to buzz off will be the happiest day of my life. Well, you're here, we've met, so get to work. Heather did give you a list of chores, right?
Yeah, I'm not keen to start. I'm not even going to be tempted to ask her questions because I feel like I'll be shot down.
Yes, I'm all set.
One more thing. See that form over there? The one I've just started to drape? Don't touch it. Don't even go near it. That's the dress I'm designing for the First Lady. Now go. Actually, make me a pot of my special tea first. It was custom blended by my tea therapist,
Oh my
so make
God.
sure you follow the directions. When you're done, pour me a cup and leave it on the table. A nice big boost of herbal energy never fails to get my brain cells firing.
I've nothing against tea. I should say that right off the bat. I love tea. But the tea therapist seems a little hokey. And I really don't enjoy this task. There's a lot. Oh man, there's just so much about this game I don't enjoy. Can I look at the dials?
What happened to your wall?
You're not really talking to me while I'm trying to work, are you?
Sorry. Let's see. To make Minette her tea, the first thing I should do is read these instructions. Then I should put whichever herbs the instructions say I need into this pot of boiling water. Then when I'm done, I should click on the teapot so I can pour the tea into a cup. If I make a mistake and need to throw out an herb that I chose, or the tea itself, all I have to do is click on the sink. Okay, I think I'm ready.
They do make this part really idiot-proof as far as the steps. I actually don't like the flow. Like, I like that they point out all the different things. I just don't like how it's integrated into the game. Alright. After a painstaking analysis of her body type, age, mood swings, eating habits, and lifestyle, I have formulated the following blend for Minette and for Minette only. Please note the consequences of anyone but Minette drinking this tea could be catastrophic. Oh my god. If the tea is blended correctly, it will have a pleasant taste and an instant soothing effect. If made incorrectly, it will taste foul and have a negative effect on mood. She already has a negative affect. Therefore, the guidelines below must be strictly adhered to. Yeah. Tea doctor. Yeah, right. Gilbert Tripoli. Always have the following herbs on hand. Yeah.
If Minette has had a temper tantrum in the last 14 days, and if she declares that blue is her favorite color on the day with... Excuse me, Minette, but what's your favorite color?
Red.
Okay. I should actually read that. If Minette has had a temper tantrum in the last 14 days, and if she declares that blue is her favorite color on the date that tea is to be consumed, add all herbs that produce red blooms. Well, mixing that. If Minette is relaxed and not trying to meet a deadline, well, that's not the case. If Minette is right-handed, I don't recall. I knew I had to go look at her. Where's my arrow?
This can wait.
I just can't remember what I need to say. I think also her clothes. All right.
I want that tea, Nancy.
Yeah. Okay, so she is right-handed at the moment. She's wearing kind of a weird suit thing.
Oh, so rude, Minette.
Yes. She is rude in more than one meaning or sense of that word. If she is right-handed, Gaviform. I did remember that those were some of the plants. If Minette is wearing a dress, no.
When asked to pick a number between 1 and 10, if Minette chooses an odd number on the day the tea is to be consumed... Minette, could you please pick a number between 1 and 10?
10.
Okay, so she picked an even number, so this one doesn't count. On those days when Minette is stressed out and feels drawn to odd numbers in the color blue, neither of those, so ignore it. Minette is not humming. She's not. Add the numbers. Add those herbs with a potency of 7 or greater. Alright, we want 7 plus. And finally, if Minette says her favorite color is red, which she did, add those herbs which grow in marshy areas. Marshy. Okay, pour tea into kettle before serving. Merci. Okay. Wrong family, wrong potency. Doesn't say anything about marsh. Rating is 10, so there we go. So I'm writing this down as I play because I don't have my notes. Not handy. I feel like Breland is one. Marshy, yep. Next, Caligula, baby. I'm going to be speaking French now for the next several days. Vanillary, yes. Gibbering, yep. I don't know about Gilwort. Thick quality, no Marceau, no. Hogbone, yes. Because it's part of the right family. Macrophylla is right potency. I should perhaps explain if there's anyone who's had trouble with this task. So we've determined 3 elements. You want to add plants from the Gaviform family, plants with a potency of 7 or higher, and plants that grow in marshy areas. It doesn't have to be all 3. So for instance, this one happens to cover 2. It's right family and right potency, doesn't grow in marshy areas, and that's fine. As long as at least one of those markers is met, then it's put into the tea. I don't think orange slug is it? No. Regio, yeah, this one is. I almost started writing the family name and that wouldn't have made any sense. Pipsweet, yes, I know that one is. Most of these I do actually, as I see the names, I recall. Tiki Root is not, right? Barbane, yeah, isn't it? Oh, was I incorrect? I actually misremembered. No, there it is. Grows in marshy areas. Huh. Good, that would have been embarrassing. Yellow buttons, yes. YB. Okay. And the nice thing is that these are in alphabetical order, as is that list. So Boojum, you go in, and Breland, Caligula, Vanillary. I hope I'm pronouncing these correctly. Green. Hogbone? Macrophylla or Phylla? Pipsweet. Barbane, and then yellow buttons. Hello.
That should do it. I finished making your tea.
Just leave it there.
Okay then.
Nancy, come back here.
Fine.
The tea is utterly rude. I can already feel my creativity flowing again,
Good for
building
you.
like a wave on the ocean, surging towards some unseen shore. I have another job for you, a very critical job. See the stuff that I've been studying?
No.
That, in essence, is my spring collection.
Uh-huh.
All those objects have certain things in common which speak to and stimulate the artistic sinews of my subconscious, from which all the designs I need will eventually burst forth.
Uh-huh.
They're all totally rude, but they're not enough. I need more, Nancy. You need to take the number 7 metro to Pont Neuf, go to the flea market in Square de Vergalant Park, and buy me 4 more things with qualities identical to the ones each of these possesses.
Bad
Use this
pronunciation.
bag. Put everything in there as soon as you buy it. I don't want anyone seeing what you bring me. It could give away my whole collection.
If you say so.
Here's some money.
I'm almost surprised she gave me money.
I'm just supposed to go out and buy things?
Stuff. I want stuff. New stuff that's just like this old stuff, only different. Now just take a good look at my stuff, then go. Go!
I usually get at least one thing wrong. So, circular, round. I feel like they've usually got multiple sets of lines. There's some depth there. I don't know. She's wacko. What a dumb task.
So rude, Minette.
It's just nuts. Oh, Heather Mickey.
Forget something?
Has this windmill or moulin always been a fashion design studio?
No. In fact, until a year or two ago, this little old lady lived here. When she passed away, this place went on the market and Minette snapped it up. See, Minette has this thing about curves. She claimed working in a quasi-round environment like this would make her more productive.
It makes her seem very eccentric.
Seem eccentric? The woman wears a mask. She is eccentric.
I appreciate
and fashion
the honesty.
editors eat it up. In fact, if there's one thing I've learned from Minette, it's that how a designer behaves is likely to get her just as much attention in the fashion world as what she designs.
And that is not restricted just to designers.
Why does Minette wear that mask?
All I know is that back in March, on the last day of her big fall show, she showed up wearing that mask, and she hasn't taken it off since.
And she's never bothered to explain why?
Sometimes she refuses to say. Other times she says it's because some mysterious man in black threw acid on her. I think it's because she just likes to get people's tongues wagging.
What's with all the red paint that's splattered on the wall in Minette's studio?
I came in one morning last month, and there it was. Minette must have had a bad night.
And she just happened to have a can of paint in her office?
Probably
question.
using it for inspiration.
Ah,
That would also make sense.
I'll let you get back to work.
Okay.
All right, I suppose I should look at my task list. Oh, it's on the computer.
Sunny was here.
This was admittedly one of the really funny and enjoyable aspects of this game when it first came out, because this was our first time where we were seeing Sunny June again. His first, appearance in air quotes was in Secret of the Scarlet Hand. We'd just seen his doodles and notes and people talking about him. And then suddenly here he was again. Like, this was really great. It was so much fun as a player to have this reference back to this character who we'd heard of before but never met. It was really amusing, and you know what, it still is to this day. And then we've got James' game portal, which goes back to Jane from Curse of Blackmore Manor, and that's her hamster.
Pick up envelope from J.J. Ling. Pick up fabric photos from Dieter von
Oh, God,
Westerkamp.
I know what's
Deliver
coming.
photos to Jean-Michel Traquenard, Fix Plotter. Do whatever Minette tells you to do, and do it fast.
Butchering these names. Oh, it hurts my heart. Oops. I don't remember if there's anything actually worth looking at. I'm not actually going to read them. Oh, right. Emily Griffin. Yes, this was also funny. So again, bringing back another character, just in a different sense. This really just goes over her outburst and how she's crazy. Oh, this music. This music, by the by, is in Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7. I remember the first time I heard it and I was like, that's from Nancy Drew. Anyways. Let's fix the plotter.
What's this?
That's the plotter. It's broken. Fixing it is one of your jobs.
Yes, I know it is. Oh, right, there's a binder somewhere.
These doodles sure look familiar. Sonny June did them. He must have been Minette's last assistant. Wow, that guy gets around.
It's like Sinclair's tie all over again. Some clues here. Crouching Hugo, hidden Minette. I do like the Minette name. Oh, pauvre Dieter. Poor Dieter is what that translates to. Zut alors, où est Carole? Where's Carol? Au revoir, Carole. Bon voyage. Goodbye, Carol. Bon voyage, you know. Have a good trip. Minette, more dead flowers for Minette. Da, 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 da. Oh, here it is. I was thinking it was in a binder. I don't know if I've ever learned what these are for. Oh, this probably has to do with the dodo. Never really paid attention to it. Okay, we want to make this middle figure. This is something I'd simply figured out or guessed the first time I ever played this game. I was like, well, let's go with the middle because that's like balance, right? So, and it works. Okay, let's see. Hopefully that's right. Nope. I feel like that's not right either. Maybe it is. I might have to look at the piece of paper again. Maybe I have the levels wrong on each side. It's entirely possible.
There.
Oh, there we go. I was just off by
Get the
one.
phone, please.
Oh, fine.
Bonjour, Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour. My name is Lynn Manrique. I'm with the Modern History Department at UC Kearns in the States, and I'm following up on the letter I sent to Minette about 2 weeks ago concerning Noisette Tornade.
Noisette Tornade?
It's that historian person, isn't it? Tell her we're sorry, but Minette is extremely busy and won't be able to get back to her for at least 6 weeks.
I'm sorry, but
I heard. Well, 6 weeks it is then. Thank you anyway.
And that's an important phone call. We can get back to that later. All right. While I'm here, let's look at this magazine. I'll just leave it there. Okay. All right.
there's something on the floor here. Looks like someone slipped it under the door.
Well, yes, we just saw them slip it under the door.
It's for Minette.
Go ahead and open it.
Make the most of what little time you have left. Soon it will all be over.
Oh no, not another one.
Minette's gotten other letters like this?
Letters, phone calls. They started sometime in April, then they stopped, then they started up again in July. And last month, someone sent Minette dead flowers every day for a week. She locks the letters up in her dodo box over there in order to neutralize them.
I really like that we can hear Heather turning in her chair before she responds and says, "Oh no, not another one." That was a good touch.
Should I give this letter to Minette?
Just put it in the dodo box.
How do you open this thing?
You don't. There's a lock on it, but Minette is convinced that if she opens it, all the wickedness in there will escape and wreak havoc. In fact, don't say anything to her about that letter. It'll just upset her, and if she falls any further behind, she'll have to cancel her show next month. And if that happens, she may as well cancel her career.
Who is Dieter von Schwesterkrank?
He's this awesome fashion photographer. But listen, as it turns out, I have to run an errand in that area, so I'll pick up those fabric photos.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'll do it. Finding his studio will help me get more familiar with Paris. In fact, why don't I run your errand, too?
No, that's all right. It can wait. Getting those prints to Jean-Mi is much more important.
Did you notice how well she was able to pronounce Dieter's last name? This is important.
Why is that?
Jean-Michel Trequenard is the fashion editor for Glam Glam magazine. All he really is a glorified gossip columnist, so it pays to be nice to him. Which, as you'll find out, ain't easy. His office is the Café Kiki on the Rue des Mauvais Garçons in the Marais. Look for the bald guy at the corner table. He'll have a cell phone in one hand and a fork in the other.
That is a great description.
I'll let you get back to work.
Have fun!
This is a good tune. The music's not bad in this. Okay, we need to talk to so many people. Let's go to Place Monge. I dread all these tasks. Like, it just feels like doing a whole bunch of chores. And I'm not excited to meet all the people, which is unfortunate. I should want to meet the characters in the game, and yet I don't.
Come in. Set your things down and come on over here. Hi, JJ Ling. I'd shake your hand, but I get flour all over you. Oh, and Heather called and told me about your luggage. No worries. I have plenty of clothes in every size imaginable. Your bedroom's down that hall. The airline lost my luggage once, told me it was gone for good and paid me $100. Then 5 years later, my suitcase shows up on my doorstep. And a bill for the $100 they'd paid me. Plus interest.
It showed up 5 years later.
What? You don't believe me?
No.
Actually, no.
Ooh, you're honest, you're smart. You and I are gonna get along great, Nancy Drew. You were right not to believe me. I made it up. See, to be a good model, you kind of have to be a good actress, too. So sometimes I make things up, just for practice. Just to see if I can get people to believe me.
Doesn't that make people kind of mad?
Some people, yeah. But I don't do it to be mean. And it's not like I'm hurting anybody. I'm just being creative. I've got some people convinced that I won the lottery and am actually a millionaire. It's kind of fun. You like chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, I could go for chocolate chip cookies right now.
I love chocolate chip cookies.
So do I. And the nice thing is, I'm about 3 pounds shy of being the perfect size 12 that I need to be for Minette. I have a very high metabolism. So, I make cookies, I eat cookies, and since you're here, I share cookies.
It just seems like a very unhealthy way to gain weight. Oh.
Why does Minette want you to be a size 12?
Contractually, I have to be a size 12. See, Minette is into curves, so she designs clothes for full-figured curvy women. Because I signed on to be a fitting model, I have to maintain the ideal size 12 weight and shape.
What's a fitting model?
A fitting model puts on samples from a designer's latest line, so the designer can create each piece on a real live person instead of a dress form. It's not very exciting. In fact, it's totally boring. Plus, you're always getting stabbed with pins. But it pays the bills.
Does anyone else live here?
Nope, it's just me. And you now. Managed to get a short-term lease. Soon as I'm done being Minette's fitting model, I am out of here.
From the little we've seen so far, it does look like quite a cute little place to live.
Can you think of anyone who might be out to get Minette?
Well, Dieter, obviously.
Will she pronounce his name correctly?
Dieter von Schwesterkrank?
Yes.
He and Minette went out for about 6 months. Then all of a sudden, last April, Minette dumped him. Just tossed him aside like last month's edition of Vogue.
Was he angry?
You'd have to ask him. Just watch out when you're in that photographic studio of his. He lets his pet boa constrictor slither around loose in there.
He has a pet boa constrictor?
That's what I said. Don't you believe me?
Nice try, JJ.
This time I'm telling the truth. Dieter really does keep a snake in his studio. Hardly anybody knows about it. I think it may be illegal. If you happen to be in there, be careful.
I want to comment on illegal pets. Don't do it. There we go.
Heather wants me to pick up an envelope from you.
Oh, yeah, it's right over there. Heather needed a bunch of personal information so they can pay me, but I refused to give it out over the phone. I'm real paranoid about that sort of stuff. Don't ask me why, I just am. Go ahead and take it to her.
And this becomes important as well, knowing that she writes things down.
I'll be back in a bit.
Ciao, Bella.
Or more the fact that you can't worm information out of her verbally. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Anyways, I'm not actually gonna take the time to read this. I did, when I first played the game, the first or second time, I did make sure I read the newspaper every day. I thought that was really interesting. It is kind of interesting, too, that this is an English newspaper with a French name. Yesterday's news. Interesting. And recycling bin.
Empty.
Yes, it is. Okay. I never remember where Dieter and where, oh, what's his face are located. Bald man. I feel like Rue de Bac is where Dieter is. Jean-Michel Placanal, that's the other name I couldn't think of. Jean-Mi. Yes. Correct. Alright. In a moment, well, after some dialogue, we'll see if Nancy can pronounce his name. She's not gonna.
No, don't say anything. Let me guess. You lost your passport, so you're looking for the American consulate to get it replaced. Only you wound up here because you asked a Parisian for directions, and you thought you understood what he said, only you didn't. Am I right?
No, Nigel Mukherjee, because it's the same voice actor, I'm sure. You are incorrect.
Well, you got the part about being an American, right?
But you're not lost? Ugh, I must be losing my touch. Dieter von Schwesterkrank. Please don't tell me you're a would-be model who thinks her career would take off if only I would photograph her.
No, my name's Nancy Drew. Minette sent me here to pick up some fabric photos.
Ach, I regret to say I have not printed them up yet, nor will I have time to do so for quite a while. Had I used my digital cameras, there would be no problem, but unfortunately, the essence of those fabrics was better captured by film.
It was so dumb. I'm so disappointed in myself in not paying attention to both dialogue options, so I could have had her try to pronounce his name. Oh, epic fail.
But I need to deliver them to that fashion editor, Jean-Michel Traquenard, today.
My regrets once again. Do you know how to make prints?
I do, in fact. I took photography in high school, and we did use film, and we made our own prints, and it was awesome. And it saddens me immensely that we don't typically see film done in that manner today. It's all digital, and just makes my heart sad.
Sure.
Then all is well. There is a binder on the bookshelf that will tell you how to make prints with the paper I use, which is Krollmeister Escachrome PB paper. The darkroom is through the door with the red light by it, and the 4 negatives from which prints need to be made are next to the enlarger. I'm sure you'll do fine.
Merci, monsieur. I'll do this.
What's this?
That's just a toy I made when I was a boy. Go ahead and play with it if you want.
I still do. Good for you, Dieter. Okay, I just want this. Oh, this is also painful. So one of the reasons I don't like this game is because of all the tasks. They're just not pleasant. Turn off lights. I mean, we had a red bulb in the dark room, and it was fine. Exposure. Okay, hang on. Exposure's 2 to 9 seconds.
Enlarger, negatives, developer, stop bath, fixer. May I take this binder into the dark room with me?
Leave it in here, please. If you take it in there, you might spill something on it.
I'm just writing this all down. No more than 5 seconds for the stop. And fixer, which is in the blue bin. 8 to 15. Now, if I remember correctly, because I have a memory of this, so I'm hoping I remember correctly. When I first played this game, I thought these are in the wrong order. Developing fluid is correct, but I thought we did the fixer first and then the stop bath. And we did a rinse. No, it's been a long time. It's been well over a decade since I was in high school, so... Okay.
Just make sure you don't knock over anything in there. Some of those chemicals are extremely volatile.
I know. Apparently, and I don't think I've ever done this, if you flush the toilet 10 times, the pictures will be done for you.
Help yourself!
I'm not actually going to flush it 10 times, but that was just to illustrate that you can flush the toilet. Oh.
Whoa, look at all those bottles of chemicals. One false move and boom.
I remember on the message board, people used to provide tips for how to do this puzzle, because with the lights off, you can't see where any of the bins are. It totally is a black screen. So one thing that was often encouraged, I think I might have said this too, is to put sticky notes on your screen so that you could, for yourself, you would know, oh, that's where the developing fluid is, that's where the stop is, that's where the fixer is, and all that. Just switch there, so you've got your negative here. Oh, I'm trying to look at my screen, so kind of between these two, lower half, just below the lower half of the screen is my first one, above the change purse, and way off to the side here in the middle. Okay, grab my first neg. Where can I put it in?
Oh my gosh, it's pitch black in here. With all those chemicals around, I'm going to have to be real careful.
Really careful. Proper English, Nancy. And then I said here.
Uh-oh. One chemical plus another chemical equals...
Crap on a cracker. Sorry. Second chance. Oh, I think I went up too high. Oh. I grabbed the second one? Oops.
Oh my gosh, it's pitch black in here. With all those chemicals around, I'm going to have to be real careful.
Let's try this again.
There, all done. 1 down, 3 to go. Looks like fabric to me.
And what you may notice, if you happen to be keeping track of the time, I tend to go somewhere between the low and high end of the time frame, just to make sure that I don't undercount. Except for the stop bath, that one's a bit more close to the correct time.
Oops.
Oh, man, why? You know, I did really well playing Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon about not messing up and doing things really well on the first try. I'm actually normally really good in the dark room. Apparently not with this playthrough. This is really bad and embarrassing. Okay, at least I don't have to redo them all. Well, the one I'd already done.
There, all done. Finished another one. It's a picture of fabric, all right.
Only halfway there. I'm just trying to think of just how high up on the screen I'm going and how far over. I could probably be placing these a bit lower. Alright, do that first.
There, all done. I'm getting there. Beautiful. Not very interesting, but beautiful.
They don't exactly tickle my fancy, but whatever.
There, all done.
Actually all done this time.
There, I'll just put them in an envelope and I'll be all set.
Ah, you made the prints. Now you get to have the pleasure of delivering them to Monsieur Traconard.
It sounds like you don't like him.
He's a conceited nixnut who thinks far too highly of himself and far too little of everyone else to do his job fairly.
Heather didn't seem to like him very much either.
I refuse to bow and scrape when I'm in his presence, and he resents me for it. He's not used to that. You see, most people are so afraid he'll write something bad about them that as far as they're concerned, whatever Jean-Mi wants, Jean-Mi gets, no questions asked.
Why does Jean-Mi need those prints?
Heather said that he wants to use them to illustrate an upcoming story about modern fabrics.
Okay, sounds really dull to me.
What's your opinion of Minette's assistant, Heather McKay?
Heather's a bright girl. Her crush on me is unfortunate, but I can handle it.
She has a crush on you?
It's obvious to me that she does. Dealing with models the way I do day in and day out, I've gotten pretty good at knowing what women are thinking and feeling.
Okay.
Does Heather know that you know?
I've said nothing to her because although there is no chance that I will ever reciprocate her feelings, I see no point in hurting her. Let her have her crush. Eventually she will set her heart on someone else and I will be forgotten.
Well, all right.
I hear that you used to date Minette.
That is correct.
Were you angry when she broke it off?
Of course I was angry. Who can blame me? She broke up with me by leaving a message on my cell phone, and she hasn't said a word to me since. It was an unforgivable outrage. I don't claim to be a paragon of virtue, but even I didn't deserve that.
You've had no contact at all with Minette since she broke it off?
None. All my dealings with her now are strictly professional, with Heather handling any and all communication between us.
Which I'm sure Heather is quite thrilled about. No complaints from her.
Have you tried communicating with her anonymously?
Are you accusing me of something?
Should I be?
Of course not. You know, curiosity is not necessarily a good thing, Fräulein. I try to remember that if I were you.
Is it true that you keep a pet boa constrictor in here?
Don't be ridiculous. I would never keep an exotic pet like that in here. Although I may have lost an exotic pet like that in here once.
But you found it, right?
No, never did. But don't worry. I'm sure it's found its way out by now. They get pretty active when they're hungry, you know, and I haven't seen it for months. But, just in case, watch where you step.
How well do you know J.J. Ling?
As well as I care to. The way she's always pulling out that annoying word game and begging people to play. And did you know that she won a lottery back in the States? That's right, she's actually filthy rich. What kind of person models when she's filthy rich? There's something not quite right about that girl.
He believes her lie. But also, what kind of comment is that? Like, why not model if you're rich? I mean, if you want to model, then go for it. Do whatever you want to do if it brings you joy. You know, so long as it doesn't hurt other people.
Au revoir.
Drop by again?
Yeah, just... yeah, well, with that, let's just go. I'm still really annoyed that I picked the wrong option and Nancy didn't get to try pronouncing his name. Didn't try pronouncing, yeah. For a minute, my English sounded like it was horrible. Anyways, okay. Let's now go see Jean-Mi Dracula.
Oui.
Oui. Okay, now she's probably going to butcher his name.
Excusez-moi, mais êtes-vous Monsieur Traquenard?
Please, in English. I do not wish to hear my native tongue butchered while I eat. As for my name, not Traquenard. It is Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Traquenard! Traquenard!
Traquenard. Traquenard.
Not that hard.
Enough! What can I do for you, Mademoiselle?
Drew. Nancy Drew. I've just started working for Minette as an assistant.
Oh? What happened to Ezer?
Yeah, again, so going back to Treasure in the Royal Tower, Nancy could pronounce things in French. She read short sentences without any difficulty. She didn't necessarily understand them. She had Hotchkiss translate for her, but she was able to pronounce them. And that's just, it's a continuity error, and it's just really bothersome. I do like this part, though.
Ezer?
Ezer! Ezer Mickey! Ezer Mickey!
Huh? Oh, Heather McKay. No, Heather still works for Minette. I'm kind of working for both of them.
Our Lady of the Mask has fired 3 assistants in the past 5 months. I hope you are not next. In fact, that Ezer has managed to avoid the axe for this long is truly remarkable.
Here, I'm supposed to give these photos to you. They came straight from Dieter von Schwesterkrank's darkroom. I printed them up myself.
You are quite doué as a photo developer. Bravo for you, Nancy Drew. Merci. I was afraid Ezer had forgotten. So, you had the pleasure of meeting Herr von Schwesterkrank, eh?
I can't move my cursor beyond the text box, but I'm very aware of the outline around Jean-Mi. Like, it really stands out. And I noticed that with Heather, her legs as well. Like, it's unfortunate that some of this isn't melded very well. Like, it's not smooth. I always find that really disappointing.
It sounds like you don't like him.
Not like Dieter? C'est impossible. Dieter is a very enterprising young man, which in most cases is good, but when arrogance enters the picture... So, do you, like Ezer, hope to leave your mark on the world of couture?
No.
I have no desire to design wild and crazy dresses, if that's what you mean.
Then you are an intelligent young lady, Nancy. In the world of couture, a single creation worn by someone famous to a high-profile event, such a dress can be worth a fortune in publicity, which makes it a desperately competitive world. A dog-eat-dog world. A world where bad things can and do happen to good people. You must order something. I insist. La carte, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, but I'm really not hungry.
Mademoiselle.
Thank you. I mean, merci.
Order anything you want. Everything here is superb. And Henri, he is the best waiter in all of France.
Well, in that case...
Okay, what shall we eat? Croque monsieur, cuite de grenouille, that's frog legs, crème de glace, ice cream, cassouillette, quenelle, steak haché, pomme frite. Ooh, steak and mashed potatoes. Let's go for ice cream. I want dessert.
May I please
Clearly.
have the crème de glace?
D'accord.
Merci, Henri. Ajoutez-le à mon édition, s'il vous plaît.
Certainement.
Put it
Ice
on my
cream
tab,
with
basically.
a sprig of mint on top. So refreshing.
Yum. As we say in the U.S.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
So, what else do you wish from me?
So many questions. Can he answer any of them?
Do you have any idea why Minette wears that mask?
I believe she is the victim of botched plastic surgery.
Do you have proof?
No, but I tell you this, Nancy. Some women with noses that would put birds of prey to shame are perfectly content with their appearance, while others with acceptable features are convinced they are more hideous than Frankenstein. Self-image. It can make people do strange things.
This is a common error. Frankenstein is not the monster. Victor Frankenstein created the monster. So really, this should be more hideous than Frankenstein's monster. I'm just going to keep pointing out errors. I mean, this is my way. Anyways.
If you had to name Minette's worst enemy, who would that be?
Ugo Batelli, without a doubt. Not only do he and Minette have similar design styles, so that they are constantly competing for the same couture clients, but both of them are unthinking, socially inept egoists. It is a rare week that goes by without one of them insulting the other.
Do you know of anyone else with a grudge against Minette?
Other than the people she has fired unfairly, the models she has treated badly, and the vendors she has harassed over the years? No. You ask very curious questions, Mademoiselle Drew. They make me think you know more than you are saying. And as a member of the press, I'm not sure that I like that.
And I'm just not going to address that comment whatsoever. I'm just going to change the topic.
Do you have a real office somewhere?
When I'm writing my column, I go to my office at Glam Glam. When I'm researching my column, I come here. I have my telephone, which can do everything save sing the Marseillaise, good food, and a chair for whomever stops by.
How can I contact this Hugo Butterly person?
That should have come up
His
earlier.
phone number is right here in my digital assistant. Of course, it's extremely unlikely that you will be able to talk to him in person. Even I occasionally have trouble penetrating the wall of sycophants that surrounds him. So, what else do you wish from me?
I don't think I've ever tried dialing any of those other numbers. Curious about them. But I haven't jotted them down. So, oh well. Maybe another time.
I'm staying with JJ Ling, the model. Do you know her?
But of course, I know everyone who is anyone when it comes to fashion. And Gigi, she is a breath of fresh air.
But what about JJ Ling?
You mean Gigi Ling?
No, I mean JJ.
Gigi.
JJ.
En français, you pronounce G like J and J like G. She may very well be JJ in America, but in France, she is Gigi.
I remember that really bothering me in grade 1. So I was a French immersion student, although not for kindergarten. It wasn't until grade 1. And I do remember that and thinking, that doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they the same sound? Why would they just swap? It's stupid. It is weird that both sounds are in both of the languages. They've just swapped places. I find that peculiar, and I wonder why that is. Not why is it peculiar, but why they're different like that.
How well does she get along with Minette?
From what I hear, very well. Which is surprising when you consider all things. I assume she told you how she was tricked into a current contract with Minette.
No. Let's lie.
Yes, terrible thing being tricked like that.
Of course, it was Gigi's agent who misled her, not Minette. Nevertheless, Gigi seemed very upset when I talked to her. She does not wish to be stuck in Paris for so long. The perils of being a model, eh?
And that's not really informative, which is too bad. So maybe we can get more details through someone else.
I'd better get going.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir. Now we go to Pont Neuf and do some shopping. Look at the croix here, the cross. À la mémoire des forces français combattants. So, for the memory of the French force, like fighters, combatants.
To the memory
there
of
we
the French fighters.
Hello?
Bonjour. Lequel préférez-vous?
Parlez-vous anglais?
If you buy, I speak whatever you like. I see you over there at the monument with the Cross of Lorraine. You are a tourist?
Actually, I have a job here in Paris, but it's only temporary, so I guess I'm kind of a tourist.
Tourists are good. I welcome tourists. I am Malika. I sell fine things from around the world. The others who sell here, they sell things which they pry from the muck of their basements. You see something you like?
Well,
See, I always want to buy the rings, but I don't think they're actually right. I think this little tire wheel is.
you're selling a wheel from a kiddie car?
With imagination, that wheel can be put to many uses, which is why the price is 35 euros.
It's insane.
18 euros is more my speed.
Voila. What else do you like?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you come back, maybe then I have what you like.
I'll remember that.
Merci. Au revoir.
Okay. What else do we have? Actually, I'm going to go this way first. Les trucs de Monique.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. If you like the bargains, you have come to the right place. What captures the eyes?
Well,
It sounds like Fatima from Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. This might be...
what's the price of this lava lamp?
That lamp is very special. The truck which rises and falls inside it, unlike any I have ever seen. Watching it will entertain you for hours. And I am selling it for only 20 euros.
10 euros sounds about right to me.
My price is 20 euros. You may take or leave.
I'll take it.
It is yours. See anything else you like?
I don't remember if either of these are good. I'm just going to leave them. I know I need a film canister.
Actually, I don't see anything else.
Here, new things come and old things go all the time. You must come back.
I might just do that. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
And Nancy will come back. I believe that's where she gets a flashlight later on.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Monsieur Marchand, à votre service.
Bonjour, Monsieur Marchand.
American tourist?
Sort of. Is that okay?
I like Americans. They are smart. I sell good stuff and they can tell. So, what are you going to buy?
Well, what's in here? A movie?
Oui, it contains an American short film. I am not sure if it is about a beloved beast of burden in Tibet or about someone who talks a lot, but it has won many awards. And the fact that it is in a nice blue canister makes it well worth 84 euro.
Oh.
That's a lot of money. How about 63 euros?
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
None of the above. This is from The Haunted Carousel. There are a lot of ties to previous games in this game. I don't know that I'd really thought about it before. I don't think I actually want this coffee tin, but I need something like that. I'm going to have to go back.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
By any chance, does Mademoiselle wish to earn some money?
Maybe. How?
The tourists, they like to buy hand-painted reproductions of famous works of art. But as you can see, it is difficult for me to paint them. But for a young woman such as you, it is easy.
You want me to paint the reproductions?
You see? The lines are already there. You look at the original painting, you put paint on your brush, you paint between the lines. Voila! A painting which the tourists will gobble up. And I pay you 15 euro for each one you complete. Do you wish to start now?
Yeah, of course.
You bet.
But of course.
But of course. Okay, I'm just going to do this one, because I'm probably going to need more euros at some point. So I might as well do one while I have the opportunity. See if I can do this without Too many errors.
Monsieur, how's this?
Magnifique! You have done excellent work. And for that, I reward you. Do you wish to paint another?
Yeah, I'll do the other one.
Sure thing.
But of course.
Flowers. Okay. That's it for that color. I've got a bunch of this. I wonder how many times I'm gonna have to come back and find colors that I didn't paint everywhere. Like I'll probably miss some spots, and that's okay. This is an activity I don't mind. It's fairly simple and does take a little bit of time, but it's not terrible. There are worse ways to earn money, I guess. Yes, this color is used. That might be it. We'll see. None of that one. Definitely need the magenta though.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money.
Lovely.
Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Okay. Yeah, what is
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What captures their eyes this time?
Well, let's see.
I didn't really notice this. That's from Scarlet Hand. I don't know.
Does this cost very much?
The traffic cone is one of my favorites. So colorful and so useful. With it, I myself learned to park my car parallel, and I ask only 10 euro for it.
Would you take 8 euros for it?
It is yours. See anything else you like?
Nope.
Actually, I don't see anything else.
Come back soon. Perhaps I will have new things.
Okay. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
I'm gonna just assume that's it. Like I said, I do struggle with remembering which items I have to buy for this task, despite the number of times I've played this game. It's a bit ridiculous. Let's go back to the abbess. To the moulin.
Get the phone, please.
Okay.
Bonjour. Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour.
Yes.
This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. Oh my, that name is familiar. But for the life of me, I cannot remember why. Nancy Drew. This is going to drive me mad.
And this is another example of a reference from an earlier game. Man, oh man, I really haven't paid attention to how many of these are in this game. So here we go. Actually, I'm going to say right away, this is a positive. This is a perk, I guess, to Danger by Design are all of these connections to previous games. This is really fun. I am enjoying this aspect of it.
May I ask who this is?
Prudence Rutherford.
Prudence Rutherford.
Oh, shoot.
I know you. I talked to you when I was working at the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I'm Nancy Drew, remember? You sent me a copy of your fire ruby necklace. You know, the one that had been stolen.
Oh, good heavens, yes, of course. Nancy Nancy Drew! Why, as I understand it, it was largely because of your investigatory prowess that my real necklace was recovered soon thereafter. What on earth is a nascent detective like you doing answering the telephone for Minette? Get down from there. Excuse me, dear.
Nancy, tell her the designs are done and will be shipped to her by the end of the week. Then go to the work table and finish them.
You want me to finish them?
The instructions are all right there. Piece of cake.
Why my husband insists on sitting here in my study in his soggy tennis togs when he has the run of the whole villa is beyond me. Oh dear. Thanks to that scallywag, I've quite forgotten what we were talking about.
Let's just cut to the chase.
I forget too. But the important thing is, I'm going to ship you some designs very shortly.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
You should have them by the end of the week.
Wonderful. I'm sure they're going to knock my socks off and blow me away, as you young people like to say. Lucille, get the deodorizer, please. Philip's been in here again, I'm afraid. Goodbye, dear. Or shall I say, à tout à l'heure.
Only takes a week to go from France to wherever she is in the States. I'm still waiting for a package from Ontario to reach me in BC, and it's been 2 weeks. Ridiculous. Alright, I did that already. Alright. In some ways I've had mixed feelings about this task. I do actually really like it. I like the idea behind it. It's just, there are times when I've really struggled. The last time I played this, actually, I think I got it all done with one try. I didn't have to change any of the clothing items, and for me that was fun because that doesn't normally happen. There's usually one thing that I've made some really silly mistake about, but I look forward to doing this puzzle, in all honesty. I think these are really good. Sort of like word puzzles.
Are the designs I'm supposed to finish for Prudence Rutherford under here?
You got it.
Sunny, I've selected the clothing and accessories for Prudence Rutherford, but forgot about her rules for each season's outfits. Please read through them and assemble the correct outfit. Start with summer, and then move on to cruise, and then fall season. The outfit should include something for the head, face, bottom, top, feet, and an accessory to hold. Also, Prudence firmly believes that patterns or prints not be considered as colors for her rules. When you've correctly assembled an outfit, Heather will tell you right away. If she ignores you, you didn't make it right. Ignoring you, that's a response. Alright, fine. Alright, so I wanted to describe some of the more interesting items I designed for your personal collection. I realize that you have very strict rules on your styles, but also wanted to give you a wide assortment of clothing and accessories, which I feel will complement your personality. This, you know what, I'm not going to read these.
First thing I need to do is flip up this plastic sheet.
Alright, and then we've got our rules here. So summer is my least favorite season, but one must look smashing at all times. In these dog days, I can be sporty, tranquil, domestic, capricious, and professional, so please consider the following for my outfit design. Apparently I've decided I'm going British for Prudence. I need chromatic consistency. 3 pieces of clothing must be of the same colour. No purses. I cannot be bothered with this formality during summer. My accent really wavered there. Nothing white, blonde, or yellow. Give me colour and radiance. I want my feet to be furry. I've maintained my youthful looks all of these years and need at least some sort of sun protection on my body. No patterns and no leather, please. Please, oh, I went Australian there. Rain gear would be completely inappropriate for this ensemble. To reflect the arboreal growth, I need green on my legs and head. And I have no idea what I just said. I didn't retain any of that because I was too focused on trying to sound fancy. Okay, pencil and paper would be a good thing. So I need 3 same color. No purses. No light colors, basically. Furry feet. She has an interesting style. Sun protection. No patterns or leather. No and no rain. I need green on legs and head. Green equals leg and head. Bon. Okay. So her feet need to be furry. instinctually I would go here. However, she doesn't want white, blonde, or yellow. So I guess pink. Oh, yes, and you need three items of the same color, so I do believe pink is our theme. I just can't remember which three. Furry feet, sun protection. So let's go with green next. She needs green on her legs and head. So, be her head. Green on her legs. So it's probably that for pink. That could be her accessory. And yet. Oh, and sun protection.
Excellent.
Yes. Okay, one down and one try. Let's see if I can be more consistent with my attempt at an accent here. I'll have to get it back in my head. I've lost it. Oh dear. My cruisewear must speak to my aura and challenge the boring and pretentious mindsets one often encounters in these arbitrary but necessary meetings of my peers. No skirts. Oh, that again went more Aussie. I want to show as much skin as possible. Must not include any clothing or accessories from my summer outfit. No jeans, it's so last year. My head and face must be consistently themed. No primary colors or yellow. Yellow is a primary color. Sorry, accent's gone. Yellow, red, and blue are primary colors. So many people say green is, but no. Green is foreign from yellow and blue. Thus, blue and yellow are primary colors. There's another issue I have with this game. They don't reflect well in the sea, and they're not accurate. To reflect my environment, I need one item that's tropical. Hello, pineapple. Nothing black. I want to be seen. Oh, that yellow thing. I forgot about that. Bothers me so much. How on earth did that mistake get made? That's terrible. That is a very basic thing you learn as a young kid. Red, blue, yellow, those are primary colors. They didn't need to distinguish it from primary colors, and presumably they're thinking green is a primary color. That's just, that is bad. Okay, anyways, no skirts. Show as much skin, I don't need to write that down. Must not, yeah, we don't repeat accessories. No jeans. Head and face are the same. No primes. Pineapple. And no black. Okay. What are my options here? White. Ooh, or is it orange? Those are shorter, so she shows off more skin. And is not a primary color. Because those even shorter, but blue is a primary color. Face and head must be themed the same way. I think this is where she's a rabbit. Oops. What else did I say? No skirts, no jeans. Head and face are the same. No prints. No primes. Oh, pineapple. No black. Okay, what are my footwear options? So I'd say that includes yellow. Furry feet.
Excellent.
Just wacky, folks. All right, our final outfit. For my fall ensemble, I want something dashing but a bit reserved. Something funky but not upstaging. To wit, please consider and do not deviate from my wishes. If my outfit contains something black, it must also contain something with white. The clothing I wear as a top cannot be a single colour. No red for fall, there's plenty of beautiful red in the trees. A boa would be completely inappropriate for this season. While it can't be raining in Kansas, I insist that I only have one piece of rain gear in this ensemble. Nothing sporty. No dark sunglasses and nothing with braids. No clothing or accessories that would make me think of animals or plants. Black or white is okay, but should not appear above the neckline. It is chilly in Topeka, so please no short sleeves or short pants. I was more consistent that time. Okay. This one is slightly more complicated. So, if black but also white but not above the neckline. I'm not going to write that down. This one's just... It's funny because there's actually a lot more I should be writing down for this one. But I don't feel like doing it. I know there's no red. Top cannot be a single color. No... Oh, I already said no red. No boa. Well, we don't repeat anything anyways. Only one piece of rain gear. Nothing sporty. No dark glasses or braids. Nothing that would make her think of animals or plants. No short sleeves or short pants. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we need to start with this. I would like to think this doesn't count as making her think of plants, even though it's green. Rain gear. What will be her? Does this count as red? Meh. Put that on. I think she's got... No, I was trying to go for the blonde hair there. I think... No. Is it only no black above? Black or white. Okay. So maybe those sunglasses. And she needs feet. Feet. She needs items on her feet. Oh, you know what? It's not the umbrella. It's that. Does that work? There's no white though. So maybe. No, but that's above the neckline. Yeah, that's not going to work. Hang on. I will figure it out. Oh, you know what? It might be... these. Nope. Okay, so this is going to be the one that stumps me. It's not those. Let's look at this again. If black must also include white. Top cannot be single colored. We're fine with that. No red. No boa. It says I only have one piece of rain gear. Right, I'm still missing the rain gear. Nothing sporty, no dark sunglasses, and nothing with braids. Nothing make her think of plants or animals. Oh, it might be white pants. Yeah, come on. And gumballoons. There we go.
That's that. All 3 outfits are ready for you to send to Prudence.
Good job.
Thank you. There we go. I feel accomplished. I'm gonna have to go talk to Minette.
If you need to talk to Minette, good luck. She's playing that ridiculous online game she's obsessed with and refuses to do anything else until she gets the highest score. It is so aggravating.
You just wait. Alright. And you will call me brilliant. Something along those lines.
Do you happen to know what Minette's login is?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Okay. Thank you, Sunny's notes.
All right.
Model match. Brady. Hey, and it's Jeff Akers. Okay. Oh, I don't want to quit. Oh, because I hit the question mark. I'm not inept, I swear. Okay. I hate that it's black and white because color helps me distinguish different faces or different, like, that just makes things distinct. Okay, do we have another one of you somewhere? More Brady. I feel so tense trying to find matching faces right now. It's insane. There we go. I've got 1 score. Come on. Even better. Okay. face is standing out. I thought I saw another one of his face. Oh boy. There's Jane. Two of that one. Three. Little birdie. Uh-oh. Time. That was really, really bad. Let's try that again. Okay, sit up straight. See if that makes a difference. Okay. You and sort of your braid. There, okay. Any more? Oh, okay, there we go. I'll bunch for this one. That's great. Okay. Okay, the weird guy. Ooh. More of this one. Yes, and more of the guy with his weird hair. It just makes me uncomfortable. Okay. Go with the twist. Okay, you. Oh, a bunch of you. Again, right there. Twist. Oh, and more Jane. Oh, they're all starting to look the same. Oh no. Please give me, like, your face one more time. Reminds me of Posh. Am I out of matches? Oh, there we go. 14 seconds. This is also horrendous.
All right.
Just barely. Whew.
I got the highest score. Or should I say Carol did.
And Minette will cheer.
I did it. Heather, I won. I got the highest score. Send Nancy in here. We've got work to do. And I am on a roll.
You're a genius.
Yes, I am.
Now get in there before she decides she has to beat that score.
Alright.
Ah, you have some stuff for me. Let's see it. The lava lamp is perfect, and the film canister is totally rude, and I love the miniature traffic cone. But this other thing is junk.
Aw.
I don't care what you do with it so long as you get me more stuff. Good stuff. Stuff I can use. Now go.
I was so close, and that was the one I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the right one. Nope, apparently not. Okay. So this thing is kind of shaped like this. This color play into it. I do need the green rings. Meh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Dad made me promise not to go anywhere by myself after dark. This'll have to wait until tomorrow.
I hope Minette is not too upset that I can't get her that stuff tonight. Almost like a little line of poetry. And then this just does its thing on its own. I am forced to go to bed and wake up on day 2. We have a new newspaper. but an unusually wet summer. We were having an unusually wet winter in terms of rain. It was raining today. It was like 5 degrees. It's the end of November. This is just bonkers. Ugh, climate change is horrible. Hey, JJ.
Oh, goody, you're back. I'm really bored. Let's play hangman. You know how to play, right?
Sure.
Hangman? Well, yeah, sure.
Great. Okay, I'll think of a 6-letter word and you try to guess what it is. Ready?
Sure, anything that delays me having to go back to Minette.
Ready.
L.
Bingo.
E.
Bingo.
A.
Give me another vowel.
O.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
U.
Bingo.
U. Like bugle?
B.
Nope. Oh, there are the 2 there.
S.
Oh, dear.
T.
Turtle.
Correct.
R.
You won. Play again?
No thanks.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
And there we go. That's where she sounds like Laurie Gerard. I think it's the same voice actress. I could be wrong, but that's who it sounds like. Anyways.
Guess I'll be running along.
Okay.
Could use my phone. Or the phone. Oh, I have to look at this. Can't do anything with it yet, but it's important. Oh, and this makes me think, I don't know if any of you have watched Lupin, which is set in Paris, and then they go into the catacombs. I was so excited when that happened in that show. I was like, I'm familiar with that from Nancy Drew. So cool. Which adds some authenticity to this game. D'Enfer Rochereau. I think that's actually, they might mention that in the show. Alright, Pont Neuf. Malika, bonjour.
You cannot stay away. This is good. What do you like?
The rings, please.
How much are you selling the green rings for?
They are green magic rings. They cost 15 euros.
No.
How about 11 euros?
Voila.
Merci.
What else do you like?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
Next time I have what you want.
Sounds good. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Got 120 euros. Alright. Can't see me, but I'm always sort of bobbing along to this tune every time you go to take the metro. I like it. Probably my favorite part of the soundtrack. Let's try this again.
More stuff. How delightfully rude. Show me. These rings are heavenly. How absolutely positively rude. The lava lamp, the rings, the canister, the cone. They're perfect. I adore them all. I'll take care of this other junk you bought.
Ouch.
Now go away. I have work to do.
My expensive piece of junk. Okay.
Heather, where is JJ?
I told you, she's not answering her phone.
Heather, I don't want excuses. I want JJ now.
Nancy? It seems that Minette has finally thought up all the designs she needs for her spring collection. But instead of putting them down on paper, like a normal designer, she insists on creating them on a live model. Hence her sudden, desperate need for JJ.
Say no more. I'll go get her.
Heather, I don't want excuses. I want JJ now.
Go like the wind.
And with that, I'm off to the metro again. Oh, I just realized what comes next. I have more running around to do. Again, this is one of those games where I just feel like there are chores and errands upon errands upon errands. Like, you just have to go back and forth a lot, and for me, that's not fun. I have no enjoyment out of this.
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
Minette needs you at her studio. In fact, she's been screaming for you, literally.
Too bad. I'm not going anywhere until these mint chocolate chip cookies are finished.
But if I go back there without you, Minette'll fire me.
Too bad. Silly me, I just said that, didn't I?
Look, go to the studio. I'll finish those for you, okay? I'll do a great job, I promise.
Well, I'll head over there. But I'm going to call you before I set one foot inside Minette's studio. And if those aren't done, or if you try to lie...
Nancy does lie. She did that earlier. She tricked Jean-Mi.
Just go, please.
Well, all right. Everything you need is right here.
Oh, man.
Recipe, baking sheet, mixing bowl, measuring cups and spoons, ingredients, and if you mess up and want to start over, just turn around and dump it down the sink. One problem, though. The recipe calls for fresh mint. Only I had to toss the sprig I had because it was moldy. So you're going to have to go out and find some more. Which could be hard because there's some kind of mint shortage thing going on. Oh, and I'm also out of brown sugar. I think there's a way to substitute for it using molasses somehow, but that's your problem now. Remember, I'm going to call you when I get to Minette's. If those cookies aren't done, I'm going to go shopping instead. And Minette's going to go bonkers. Ta-ta!
If she goes shopping, it still doesn't help her cookie problem. Okay. Is that book in here? I think it is.
What are books doing in here? What in the world is JJ doing with books on electrical engineering?
I was actually thinking about the recipe book.
Well, here's some molasses.
I do have to get that at Plymouth. Well, in that case, let's go back to Plymouth, where I just was, and get the basically recipe book and some fresh mint.
Bonjour. I have many new things, you see?
Wow, you sure do.
You are sure to find something you like.
Oh yes, there are a few things, but we're gonna just start with this.
Is this mint?
Oui, that is mint. The growers of mint because of them all over Paris, all over France. No mint except for here. I have very good mint, not moldy. I sell to you for 50 euros.
I don't think she will haggle.
Would you take 36 euros for it instead?
No one has mint
Nope.
but me. You want mint, you must pay 50 euros.
I'll take it.
Voila. What else do you like?
I would like to go away.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Okay, Monsieur Marchand.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. As you can see, you have many new things to choose from.
Oh,
What
indeed.
intrigues you?
So many things.
Well, let's see. What's in here?
If you are cooking and you run out of an ingredient, that book tells you what you can use in its place.
How timely.
So if you must cook, you must have that book. Fortunately, I charge only 8 euro.
6 euros is more my speed.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
64 euros. Okay. I need that, and I need that, and I need that.
A wetsuit.
Not just any wetsuit. It used to belong to a friend of the famous undersea explorer Jacques Cousteau. A friend who is said to have shared many adventures with him. For that reason, I sell it for 125 euro.
1 euro, no.
No thanks.
What else tickles the fancy?
Nothing at the moment.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
However, I am going to talk to him again.
Bonjour. What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Could I paint some more?
Be my guest.
This is because I'm going to need more euros, so... I'm just sort of spacing out how frequently I have to paint. I'll probably just stick with painting her because that's the fastest. It's not as intricate as the other, and it's the same pay regardless. Oh, I missed her eyes. Let's go back. And then I missed her mouth because I was distracted by that. There and there. And then this for there. And there and there. And these ones.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
If you don't mind.
Be my guest.
Like I said, I'm just going to stick with this one for the time being because it is quick to paint. Okay, let's not forget her pupils this time. And then her hair. Les cheveux. Et puis ça. Et ça. Oh, I missed her mouth.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
I'm just gonna do one
Definitely.
more time.
Be my guest.
While I am motivated enough. Oh, let's not forget that.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
No.
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes. Now you buy something.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Oh, it's terrible. I keep thinking about all the things still to come in the game, and they're just not exciting. Oh, it's so disappointing. Why did I decide to do this? Is that where I'm going? What am I doing now? Yeah, I just have a really hard time getting into this game. There's just too much about it that I don't enjoy. Last train to Blue Moon Canyon, I blame you for this. I had such a good time, I wanted to play the next game.
First thing I should do is get out that mint and chop it up.
Oops,
I'll just chop up this mint.
Alright, and then...
Brown sugar.
Half and half. Oh, hang on. Half a cup brown sugar for half a cup white sugar and a teaspoon molasses. Okay. Oh, I have to put the molasses on the thing.
There, I'm ready to start cooking.
Yes. So I like to mix the brown sugar first. So half a cup, oh, that's easy. So where's sucre? Half a cup. And then molasses, we want 1 teaspoon. So there's our brown sugar already done. 3 cubes of butter. 1, 2, 3. Et puis, on a besoin 1 cup white sugar. 3 eggs, 3 œufs. 1, 2, 3. 1 teaspoon vanilla. 2 1/4 cups all-purpose flour, which is farine. 2 1/4. 1, 2 1/4. It's nice that we actually get to choose the measurements, unlike in Shadow Ranch where you have to use the same measuring cup for each type of ingredient, and you might just have to do multiple measurements, which can be really time consuming. Half a teaspoon baking soda. Half a teaspoon baking soda. Yes. 1/4 teaspoon salt. Sal. 1 fresh mint sprig and 1 cup chocolate chips. Morceau chocolat.
Must be the mint that makes their edges turn up like that. I'll just cool the cookies off on this rack and I'll be all
They
done.
look really thin.
Hello?
Well, are they done?
They sure are.
Describe them.
Describe them?
Describe them. I've made them before, so I'll know you're lying if you fail to mention the one thing that makes them different from other cookies.
Well, their edges curl upwards.
Bingo! Nice going. Because of you, Minette is about to become a very happy camper.
Alright then. Okay, well now that we've got the cookies done and JJ's gone to work, we're not gonna get fired. What do I need to do? Let's just go back to work. I'm sure there's something to do there. Work at the Moulin really feels like work. How unfortunate. Sorry, I'm just gonna complain.
Get the phone, please.
Ah, there we go. Is this a threat?
Minette's House of
Yes.
Design.
I need to speak to Minette.
I'm sorry, but she's unavailable.
Just get her on the phone.
She is unavailable.
Get her on the phone now.
Who is this?
Are you going to connect me with Minette or not?
No.
No.
Wrong answer.
Well, alright then. Well, I suppose I could call Hugo Butterly.
What? Another question? Look, just send the oldest, moldiest, worst-smelling cheese you have to that address. Now quit calling me and get it done!
Mr. Butterly?
Who is this?
Well, it's obviously not who you think it is. My name's Nancy Drew.
I don't know any Nancy Drew.
I'm kind of a friend of Minette's.
Her, I know.
Is that smelly cheese by any chance going to her?
Have to ask.
Whatever for? Neither she nor her work needs any help from me to stink. Now, if you'll excuse me, whoever you are, I'm going to hang up. Goodbye, then.
No, wait. I just want to... Rats.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm trying to get to the note here. Nancy, please go to Square du Vert Galon. I was talking, Nancy. How rude. Please go to Square du Vert Galon and buy a stuffed parrot. One of the vendors just got some in. I do it myself, but Minette just gave me a ton of errands to run on the other side of town. You rule, HM. Okay. Stuffed parrot. Ah. Which is going to lead to Dieter. I'm quite sure of this. Yeah. Enough. I don't remember who has them.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Not you.
Welcome back. What do you like?
Nothing at the moment.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just
Yes,
come
yes,
back.
yes.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
That also bothers me because I just want to move forward and I'm stuck with some dialogue that I hear every time. There's Dieter.
That looks like Dieter. Wonder what he's doing. Hey, Dieter! Hi! No, wait! Dieter! Dieter! What did he run away for? That was weird. Looks like he left something on the bench. These must have fallen out of his pocket.
They seem rather large to have been stuffed in his pocket.
Noisette Tournade? That's the woman who that historian was calling about. Why would Dieter be carrying this around?
Un bon question, ça. A good question, that. Alright. Now I feel like we're about to dive into the actual mystery and the cool historical stuff.
Bonjour. What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Let's paint.
Could I paint some more?
Be my guest.
Just because I know I'm gonna have to get some more cash, so let's get one or two of these suckers done. And then I can get that stuffed parrot that he has for sale. Oh, that did change color. Let's try that again. That's better.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Yes, please.
Be my guest.
And again, I'm just sticking with the Mona Lisa here because it's faster than doing the floral portrait or painting. I guess I don't know that you'd call it a portrait when it's a painting. Yes, that the one for there and there and there. Oh, we need some of these here, here, and here. There and there and there. And some of that. And then the greens, which for whatever reason I skipped entirely.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes. Now you buy something.
Oui, merci.
Is this parrot very expensive?
The price is very reasonable. 20 euro.
I'm willing to pay 15 euros for it.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
So much, dude. Let's talk about this.
What is this thing?
I have been told that it is probably a decoder used by those who resisted the German occupation of World War II.
Really? How much do you want for it?
Nothing. It is not for sale. It is a piece of history. I have it only as an eye-catcher.
But you're a businessman. You must be willing to part with it for something.
I will trade you one piece of history for another. You give me a bottle of Mouton Fouetté 1968, and I give you the decoder.
Deal. What's Mouton Fouetté?
Mouton Fouetté 1968 is a very rare beverage that is usually stored underground. Unfortunately, finding an intact bottle has become next to impossible. But if you want the decoder, the impossible is what you must do. So, get me a bottle of Mouton Fouetté 1968. I will accept nothing less. In the meantime, what else tickles the fancy?
I don't know what fouetté translates to. I feel like I should. But mouton, unless it's one of those words that has the same spelling and dual meaning, is mouton not sheep? I mean, it's been years since I've spoken the language, but that's always what I've thought it's translated to, and it just seems a weird name for this beverage.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go talk with Dieter before I go back to work. I'll be back, merci.
Sounds like someone's in the dark room.
Yes. Oh, Dieter.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
I just wondered what you were doing in Square du Vert Galant Park.
I was just taking a walk.
You dropped an obituary about Noisette Tornade. Shall I leave it for you?
There's no need. I don't want it.
Why were you carrying it around?
Because I was going to send it to my grandmother. I thought she knew the woman. Turns out she did.
You also dropped some kind of trinket. Looks like a miniature clock.
That's something my great-uncle Hans gave me. It's actually a key. It opens the panel over there to the right of the bookshelf. He lived here during the war. The place has been in the family ever since.
What's behind the panel?
Go ahead and see for yourself. Just be prepared to go a little cuckoo.
I always thought it was interesting just how honest he was about it opening up a panel, but I keep forgetting he only thinks it brings up the clocks. He doesn't know that there's a puzzle to solve here.
What's up with this?
Come on. Need them all to 3 o'clock.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Believe it or not, that key your uncle gave you opened up some kind of passageway. Is it okay if I see where it goes?
A passageway? He never said anything about a passageway. Go ahead and explore it all you want. Just be careful. This building is very old.
There's also a snake on the loose, so mind your step.
Whoa, that's a biggie.
Heebie-jeebies. I'm not a fan of spiders.
I wonder what that symbol means.
C'est une noisette.
The year when our despair ended. The year when my despair began.
She can translate, not a problem here, but in Treasure in the Royal Tower, she needs some assistance. Do we have that date yet? 1945. Oops, wrong direction. Et voilà. La journal de Noisette Tornade. M380, cher ami, dear friend. Dear Noisette, we thank you for your bravery and dedication for working with the Resistance. Please know that this work is extremely dangerous and under no circumstance should you ever reveal any information or contacts you have learned about. We will provide further instructions on the M380 machine, a wonderful contraption we like to call our dear old friend. I am sure 380 will soon become your cher ami the more you use it. Essentially, 380 allows for the encoding and decoding of messages. Here are some tips. You must set the 3 dials in correct position before decoding or encoding a message. Then, just type the message. If you ever enter an incorrect key during decoding, the machine may reset. That's important because that will happen. Also, be sure the dials are set correctly. If not, the message will be encoded or decoded incorrectly, or the machine may reset. Never use the enter or return key. Well, then why include it on a keyboard? That will reset the whole machine. If a message is broken up, just ignore those line breaks. Ignore any punctuation or spaces in an encoded message. So painful. A circle with a slash through it is a 0. Rachel and I will soon be in Paris and hope to meet you. I'm quite intrigued by your metro system of transportation and have been thinking about how to use the numbered lines and names of metro stops for a code, which, as we'll see, comes to pass. And thank you for your advice on using date shift ciphers. I never thought about using other numbers beside just dates. One could use the number of a house address like 1216 Sunnyside Drive, the population of a town, the ID number of a favorite friend, etc. Try it out. Use the Dewey Decimal number of my favorite book, 109 RUS, to decode the following message. There's our message, Rose P. We often use the Cross of Lorraine as our symbol. Joan of Arc used it, you know. So, some information there. Speak with Dieter again.
Sorry, too busy.
Never mind. Scratch that plan. Let's go back to the Abbess. Again, I'm bopping around to this song. I do like this one tune. It's got a great little beat. Oh no. Forgot about this
You have
task.
to get them out of there!
Who? What happened?
This little box came from me, and when I opened it, all these bugs came pouring out. They're all over the place in there. You have to get them out before they lay eggs or something.
Heebie-jeebies. Ugh, gross.
Maybe you should just call an exterminator.
No! Nothing good ever comes from killing things. Just go in there and put them back in the box they came in. Carefully. Don't kill any of them.
Don't worry. I'll get them out of there for you.
Bless you.
Yuck. That must be the box they came in.
Which means I need 9 little roaches. Ugh. 'Cause I'm sure it's healthy and safe for me to be picking up these little bugs with my hands. Come on. Hey. And this paper. Oh, yes. August 4, Dear Miss Minette.
Dear Miss Minette, the books on the women of the French resistance, exploits of Noisette Tornade, because she owned the windmill which you now own. Oh, this is from that historian who called before. Maybe she can help me figure out why Dieter was carrying that obituary around.
And there's her phone number. Lynn Manrique.
This fabric is so strange. It's soft and metallic all at the same time. Oh, these guys are fast. Fonts. Somehow I don't see Minette getting real excited about fonts.
Come on. Oh, it's just the worst.
Playtime's over, little guy. Or girl.
Forgot about that line. Oh, where'd it go?
Gotcha!
Okay, now if I change direction... How many that? I wasn't keeping track. 4 more to go. Allegedly.
I wonder if the symbols on these discs have something to do with the dials on the M380 decoder that Noisette Tornade used.
So Jean-Mi will help with this. Ooh, and then I get to make parfaits. Oh, come on.
Missed it.
I was so close. Might have to change directions again soon. Okay, 3 more to go. Oops. Ah-ya. Well, let's just go this way.
If I were an insect, where would I hide?
Excellent. 2 more. Ah, did that again. Oh! Jeez Louise.
Here, buggy, buggy, buggy. The stone discs in this picture could have something to do with the M380 decoder Noisette Tornade used. This picture looks like it was cropped.
Yep, so this, I need to look at this before we can talk to, actually I don't know if you have to, but to get to Jean-Mi. Okay, last one. Oh, yes, okay, good.
There, that has got to be the last bug.
One of my many least favorite things about this game, the task.
Wow. You can open the door now, Minette.
Did you get all of the bugs?
Yes, Minette.
How many are there?
I don't know, 9?
Are they all alive?
Yes, Minette.
Are you sure you didn't kill any?
Positive.
And they're all in the box?
Yes.
Okay, listen. I want you to take that box to the park and let those things go. Only I don't want to be here when you come out. Probably the only thing those twisted little vermin are thinking about right now is revenge.
Minette, they're cockroaches.
Gross.
Exactly. So I want you to count to 10, and then, and only then, are you to come out of there, all right?
Anything you say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a nut job.
I concur. Okay, let's go to Pont Neuf. And then I guess I'll go talk with Jean-Mi. Oh, I forgot to check if Heather was gone. I wanted to sneak that letter.
Okay, guys, end of the line. You are out of here.
Bon voyage. Ugh. Oh, it's so gross. Hotel de Ville. City hotel, basically.
Mademoiselle Drew, what is it now?
The picture of Minette that was in the June issue of Glam Glam, was it cropped? Do you remember?
I'm sure it was. Most photographs are these days. Why?
Let's go with this one.
Do you know anything about the stones that are in the background of that picture? They almost look like dials.
I do not remember seeing any dials in the picture, but as it happens, all the pictures which I use in my articles are stored right here in my digital assistant. I will help you, mademoiselle, but only if you help me first.
Of course.
You see, the owner of this cafe, he faces a crise. The person who makes desserts for him has stepped out for his customary 2.5-hour break.
Insane.
Unfortunately, a bus full of American teenagers has pulled up, and all are clamoring for parfait. So, I will tell the owner that you will make the parfait, and when you do, he will be indebted to me and will allow me to continue using this table as my office. And I will be indebted to you and will allow you to see the picture. You see how it works?
Uh-huh.
I get to make parfaits? All right.
I do like that we've got those three
Okay.
options.
Looks like I've got chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, caramel ice cream, bananas, tapioca balls, berries, and whipped cream.
Oh, it's a stomach
The
ache.
first one I have to make is an exois.
Whipped strawberry caramel, banana caramel. Whipped strawberry caramel, banana caramel.
Merci.
I'm getting there. Now they want l'enfer.
L'enfer. Oh, chocolate whipped cherries. Chocolate whip. I would eat that, even though the whipped cream would give me a horrible
Merci.
stomach ache.
I'm getting there.
Give me cherries and
Next
I'm happy.
up, a tropical.
Ooh, gross. Banana tapioca cherry, strawberry chocolate. Banana tapioca cherry, strawberry chocolate. Banana. Oi. Banana tapioca cherry. Strawberry chocolate? Yes, it is. Strawberry chocolate.
C'est bien.
Now they want l'enfer.
Encore? Parfait, c'est bon ça. Ah, cooperate. Good gravy.
C'est bien.
Next is a corbeau.
Chocolate caramel banana, caramel chocolate. Oh, come on. I don't know why that happens so often. This is very particular about where you click. You have to be
I did it
precise.
right. One mystique coming up.
Oh, also gross. Tapioca, cherry banana, whipped tapioca. I've already forgotten if that's right. Cherry banana. Oh, come on. Whip tapioca.
Here comes a fantasy.
Okay. Cherry vanilla. Tapioca strawberry whip. Tapioca strawberry and whip. With more whip.
Parfait.
He liked it. A Lulu.
There's a reference back to another game. This one is full of them.
Parfait.
Yes. There. All done.
C'est
The
magnifique.
owner, he tells me you did a good job. And so, as was our agreement, here is the picture you wish to see.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, I'm just grabbing my paper here. So we got 9, 5, and 3. The dials are pointing toward 9, 5, and 3.
So, what else do you wish from me?
It was a pleasure talking to you.
À tout à
Was it?
l'heure.
Okay. Eventually, I'm going to need to get the M380 decoder, which means I need Mouton Fouetté, which means I need to get down to D'Enfer Rochereau. What leads to that? Is it a phone call at Place Mange? Perhaps. Well, let's go there. I'm trying to remember the chain of events, and I have to work backward to try and figure out where I need to go next. So will the phone ring here? Nope, apparently not. Ooh, hello, cookies. Can I even go over to them? Or is this just a tease? Oh, it's just a tease. Well, because catacombs haven't come up yet. I don't think I can call this guy. Oh, I need to call Lynn Manrique. Right. I don't know if I can do that from the phone here. Well, I could try. 0101193013. The 01 stuff is all wrong, by the way. That's not how you would dial from that end. 155 595556838. If you're calling from a number based in Europe, it would be 00.
Modern European history, Lynn Manrique.
Hello. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Paris. Actually, I talked to you earlier when you tried to call Minette.
She's finally calling me back? Wonderful. Please, put her on.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid she's still too busy to talk to you.
Oh.
But if you don't mind, could I ask you a couple of questions about Noisette Tournade?
Certainly.
I like that she's so willing to talk, despite her disappointment.
How long did she live in the Moulin, where Minette now has her studio?
She lived there for 55 years, from 1949 to 2004. She sold it when she moved to Provence, which is where she passed away. She never married, you know. Very private person. She served as Paris's director of public works for more than 20 years.
Wow.
Yet not one person has been able to tell me what her favorite color was.
What did she do during the war?
From 1942 until the liberation of Paris, Noisette worked as a translator for the Germans by day and an encoder for the French resistance by night. This, as you might imagine, made everyone suspicious of her, both French and Germans alike. And after the war, things got ugly. Especially when people found out she was romantically involved with a German soldier. His name was Hans von Schwesterkrank.
You're kidding me.
We know that name.
Was he by any chance related to Dieter von Schwesterkrank, the fashion photographer?
I'm afraid I have no idea. Hans left Paris right after the war and never returned, leaving Noisette to fend for herself. She was tried as a collaborator in 1946 and acquitted, but the experience left her quite bitter. You see, some people said that during the war she took various pieces of artwork, mostly from churches, and stashed them away somewhere so they wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
That sounds pretty heroic to me.
Well, some people said she stole them for herself, and unfortunately, the artwork remains lost to this day. No one knows exactly what Noisette took, or if indeed she took anything. In any case, Noisette was terribly hurt that the city she loved had turned on her like that. After her trial, she told the press that the truth of what she'd done during the war resided in her and in the person and place she loved the most. And that was that. She never spoke of her wartime activities again. I assume that the person she was referring to was Hans von Schwesterkrank, who passed away a year or two ago, and that the place was her beloved Moulin, which is why I'm hoping Minette will allow me to visit it. Now, I've got a question for you. In the hours before she died, Noisette was said to have constantly muttered 3 words, red, left, green. Is there anything inside the Moulin that has to do with red, left, green? Anything at all?
No, but I'll keep that in mind and let you know if I see something.
I'd appreciate it. Any other questions?
Oh, I don't really want a history lesson.
I really appreciate your help.
My pleasure. Bye.
I recognize her name, or her voice, but I can't place it. Oh, it's always sort of like right at the edge of the recesses of my brain. Okay. Okay, so maybe go chat with Dieter again.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
No.
But this is really important. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Well, if you want, you could take some stock photos for me.
Sure.
The list of things I need pictures of is on my desk.
I'll get right on it.
Just realized.
No, the list is in French.
I think I saw Zoo's number at JJ's place. How silly. Okay, agrafeuse, that's a stapler. Araignée, a spider. Bougie is a candle. Crâne is a skull. Croix is a cross. Terrière is teapot. So, no need to translate that. Okay, let's go back to Place Mange. Let's call Zoo. Yeah, there we go. For whatever reason, I thought he initiated conversation. Or I needed more information about catacombs, like a tie-in.
Hello? Jing Jingling? Is it truly you?
No, this isn't Jing Jing. I'm just calling from her phone.
From her phone? So you know Jing Jing? Are you her friend?
Well, yeah, I guess.
You are the most lucky person in the monde. I am a big fan of Jing Jing. I call her house and leave message. I call Minette because I know she works there, but she will not talk to me. She is too... what is the word? Paranoid?
You mean paranoid?
Yes, paranoid. So, if you are not Jing Jing, why do you call me?
This is Zoo, right?
Yes, I am Zhu.
Well, Zoo, my name is Nancy Drew, and I saw a symbol on the wall when I was in an underground passage not too long ago. It looked like 2 leaves with 2 nut-type things attached to them, and I just wondered if you could tell me what it meant or why it was there.
Yes, of course I can. But first, you must have Jing write something for me.
Write something for you?
You must have her write something that I can keep. Have her write, Zhu, my love, Jing. Then, take the metro to the Denfert Rochereau station, enter the catacombs, find the bones from the Magdalene Cemetery, and put the autograph in the skull below the plaque.
Have her write Zoo, my love, Jing, go to the catacombs, find the Magdalene Cemetery bones, and leave the autograph in a skull.
Yes, exactly that. Don't worry about desecrating the person whose bones they may be. The skull, it is a fake. My friend and I put it there. And so, after you deliver it, you call me and I tell you all about the symbol you saw.
But what if Jing Jing refuses?
Then, Nancy Drew, it seems we will both be very disappointed.
Alright. I forgot because we saw the Noisette, which is not underground. It was an underground passage. It was above ground. Or at least ground level. But I've always assumed that Dieter's place was a few levels above the ground. Anyways, technicality. Okay, I need JJ to come back because I assume she wasn't there. Let's go here. Just for something to do, and there's some stuff I think I can look at anyways. And I need to take some photos. Oh, I have to go back to Dieter's and take a picture of the spider. Oh, man. I don't want to talk to Heather. Oh, I can't look at that. Boo.
What?
Guess I'll be going.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I'm hoping that I don't have to have those conversations. I don't need to make this game any longer. First, I need my stapler. Right there. Okay, cool. Just make sure that's there. Yes, it is. Oh, where's the teapot? Over here.
When it comes to making tea, I've been there, done that.
Fine. That will have to do. Du bac so that I can take the photo of the araignée, the spider. So gross. I have to do the clock thing again. Oops. Oh, right. I didn't give Minette the pear. Oh, I think I have to give it to Heather. Forgot about that. I'll get back there at some point. Gross. Ugh. So disgusting. Alright. I guess that's sort of on the way. I'll pull off the picture of the cross. La Croix de Lorraine. we'll talk to JJ. Well, I'll play hangman with her and trick her into signing this note for Zoo. Hello?
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
I don't know if I have to do
I
this.
just
I'll do
talked to this huge fan of yours. He'd really, really like your autograph.
I'm flattered, but unfortunately he's out of luck. Nobody gets my autograph. I'm afraid that someone will use it to forge my name and steal my identity.
Nobody can steal your identity. You're too famous.
Stuff like that happens to people like me all the time. I'm just not going to take the chance. Want to play hangman?
Yes, please.
That'd be great.
Alright. So we need Z.
Z.
No. Z.
U. M.
Bingo!
Y.
Wrong.
L.
L.
That's a winner.
Cameron.
O.
Wrong.
V. E.
That's a winner.
I forgot what I was spelling.
J.
Sorry.
I. N. G. I wasn't even close. May I have that piece of paper?
Sure. Want to play again?
Nah.
Maybe later.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
I'll let you get back to your cookie dough.
See ya.
That rhymed. I am too easily amused whilst playing a game I really don't enjoy. Okay, don't faire rochereau. There you are. It's easy to get to from Place Mange.
Une entrée, s'il vous plaît. Money well spent. I hope. Magdalene. This must be the place Zoo was talking about. And there's a skull.
Yes, yes, we'll get to that. Let's take some photos first. And let's do a pair of candles. Awesome. Didn't even get the chance to explore the catacombs. So here's another example of back and forth, da, 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 da. I need to get that wetsuit still too. 0, 1, 0, 1, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, 0.
Hello?
It's Nancy Drew. Did you get the autograph?
It is magnifique! You were wise not to try to fool me, Nancy. I know Jing's handwriting better than I know my own.
How?
So, here is what I know about that symbol. I call it the hazelnut because to me that is what it looks like. A noisette.
Wait a minute. A noisette?
Yes, yes, that is French for hazelnut. I have seen it in only one place in the catacombs. To reach this place, return to the catacombs and go to the skull where you left Jing's autograph. Lift the top part of the skull and push the red button. That will open a secret passage that will lead you to the Noisette.
Great. Thank you.
But if you go there, you must be careful. The tunnel police, they are one problem. The tunnels, they are another.
What do you mean?
Some of the tunnels, especially near the Mouton Beverage Company, they are water filled with trees.
You mean waterlogged?
Ah, yes, yes, waterlogged. You must swim underwater to reach the place where I saw the Noisette. And the water is very cold. You will need a wetsuit. Good luck, Nancy Drew. You will need that too.
Merci. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some more painting. Well, maybe not. Bonjour, Monsieur Marchand.
Bonjour. What intrigues Mademoiselle this time?
Well, let's see.
Oh.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
It's about that parrot.
Au revoir.
Okay.
Bonjour. What intrigues Mademoiselle this time?
Do you still need someone to paint pictures for you?
Be my guest.
Which always makes me think of Beauty and the Beast. I imagine I'm not the only one who has that reaction. skipped the greens again. Why? Oh, and I missed her eyes. Part of her eyes. No! Not there. Thank you.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
I'd love to, if that's okay.
Be my guest.
Like, I'm sure I have enough, but I might need more later on to buy that flashlight. Spoiler alert, I have to buy a flashlight. I just went to a very random color that time. Okay.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes. Now you buy something.
I hope so.
How much do you want for this wetsuit?
125 euro.
Can I get it for 94?
Too rich for my blood. How about 94 euros instead?
Vendu.
Excellent. I actually
What
could have
else
afforded it.
tickles your fancy?
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Okay. Now off to the catacombs. Still need to give Heather a parrot.
Une entrée, s'il vous plaît.
I've got 50 euros left. Okay. I have to try to avoid the police and listen to their funny conversations.
Non, je ne suis pas d'accord. Pourquoi? Parce que les ovnis n'existent pas.
Mais l'absence de la preuve ne prouve pas l'absence.
Avec cette logique, il y a un monstre dans ce coin-là.
Quoi?
Oui, il y a un monstre vert, gigantesque, avec les dents tachées de sang.
Ne dis pas ça, ça me fait peur. T'es sûr?
Non, mais l'absence du monstre ne prouve pas qu'il n'existe pas. Va voir.
Non merci. Je préfère ne pas savoir.
Oh, que tu es lâche.
Je suis pas lâche.
That's funny. Baby. He's calling him a baby. So the conversation is, they're saying the absence of proof doesn't mean something doesn't exist. Like the police officer number one is arguing that, and then the second officer is like, that's ridiculous. On that logic, there could be a monster over in that corner. A gigantic green monster with like vampire teeth. Go check it out. And the other guy's, no, now you're making me scared. Like, it's an entertaining conversation. And I don't actually remember which way to go. Oh, this way apparently. Fantastique.
Well, it's time to put on the wetsuit. Hope it's more comfortable than it looks. Ooh, this place is crawling with four-legged vermin. Hope they leave my stuff alone.
Let's see, I used to have this memorized, but the last time I played this, I kept making mistakes. Okay, is it over here? Yes. Oh, I meant to note something else. Aw, shoot. Have I just gone in a circle? It's entirely possible. Yes, indeed. Okay, I want to get some air. I meant to check the metro map before going here. Oh. No, I'm gonna have to come back here. That blows. No, going the wrong way. Which one is it? Not this one. Here we go. Oh, I so badly wish I had notes, because I don't want to have to do this again.
Okay, a rough translation would be, in Europe, near the new bridge, Snow White lives in a red castle. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, Europe, Pont-Neuf, Blanche, and Château Rouge. Oh, here's that too. I don't think I've heard that much yet this game. Alright. Oops. That way.
I'd better get out of this wetsuit before I head back.
A rat!
Leave my cool shirt alone, rat. Of course, I'm gonna have to pay an entrance fee again. Okay.
It'll be dark in a few minutes.
Oh.
I'm going to head back to Jing-Jing's.
No. Blanche. It's blue, that's 2. That's the 4th number. I need the others first. Well, I guess I get to look at a new newspaper in a moment. Day 3. This is really pretty. Oh. Police are in the catacombs. Well, I will be careful. And I will eavesdrop some more. Okay. Place Monge is 7. Pont-Neuf is 7. Which is the 2nd number, so Europe. I was thinking it was like yellow or something. Oh, Europe, it's sort of gray here, so it's a 3. And then Château Rouge is purple. Okay, there's our combination. It's from these metro lines. Which was referenced in that letter in Noisette's journal.
S'il vous plaît.
Pour la 3e fois. For the 3rd time. Ah.
D'accord, mais tu commences. Very well. My name is Jean-Claude. Do you like my new pantalon? Pas pantalon. Pants. Quoi? Pants. 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 I am thinking. Insupportable. Attends. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Il y a quelqu'un là.
There's someone there.
Non, non. Je suis confus.
No, I'm
ouais,
confused.
comme d'habitude. T'as jamais
Like
entendu
usual.
l'histoire de la bête de Blackmoor?
Have you ever heard the story of the Beast of Blackmoor?
Papa de ça. Qui est là? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? C'est le père Fouettard. Arrête.
I couldn't hear the rest of the conversation. But that's okay. Okay, let's do this one last time. I mean, I do kind of like this. Like, it's kind of interesting. It's certainly unique for this game to have this, oops, I went the wrong way. This underwater exploration. Oh, geez Louise, I'm just going in all the wrong directions. But I do find it kind of a hassle. And I'm always so paranoid about running out of air or worried, and it just makes me anxious, and it's just not fun. Okay. 3, 7, 2, 4. Okay. And now, having found this, I feel like I'm getting closer to the
I
end.
have no idea what this is, but after everything I went through to get here, I'm taking it.
Excellent response. Solid response. Oh, no, wrong way again. here. There we go. Okay, get that fresh air. Get out of these disgusting waters. Wrong direction again. Okay. Let's go back here. I need to give Heather that parrot. I need the red left green. Where do I get that? I don't remember. Oh, Heather's not here.
Cool.
Not really my style.
Something must fit here.
Yes, indeed. Oh, I need to get the M380. Duh. Okay, right. How silly of me. And she's gone as well. I'm not gonna bother. Like, I could do the dodo box, but that just means I'm gonna have to play this game for even longer, and I am not compelled to do that in this moment. So, what did I just say I need to do? Oh my god, my brain has turned to mush. Oh, yes, Polnuff. I need to get the decoder. Right. Jeepers. Okay, so now we can get...
Bonjour, Mademoiselle returns.
Oh, yes.
And she returns with a bottle of Mouton Forte, 1968.
Oh la la, you did it. So, I take this and give you this. Take it. You have earned it.
Thanks.
What else tickles your fancy?
Oh, I know I need things and I don't want them. I'm not gonna worry about that
I really
either.
don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Alright, so now we've got that decoder. Pretend I'm actually there in the park in real life and I'm going to go to a private place and not do this in front of other people. Because it's secret. No, that's not the right one. What? Humbug. Oh. Oh, no, it's in here. My bad. I don't have this written down. Oh, my scrap paper is pretty full. Bear with me, folks. Okay. I have to write this all out. It's really too bad that this doesn't just appear above the decoder when you need to type it. I mean, the convenience. Although half the fun of the games, at least when I was younger, was writing everything out. But now that I've played it so many times, and because of how much I dislike this game, it's just a hassle. Sorry, Her Interactive. The negativity has yet to cease. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Go away, letter. Okay, so now we need to set the dials. Which are
The
what?
dials on this thing move.
Yes, they do, Nancy. Good observation. Where's the... No, not that way. It was 953, wasn't it? That's what I'm going to go with.
Looks like I should type a message using my own keyboard.
I said this earlier, like, they really try and make this clear, the steps you have to take, to the point of it being, like, it's hard to suspend your disbelief in a way. Actually, that's not, it's actually more like breaking the fourth wall. It doesn't function very well. It doesn't flow well, unfortunately. All right, time to type. Oh, I hit a 1 instead of an I. That was a bad mistake right near the end. Oh, woof. Oh, it didn't register when I hit my X. Oh, that's a T. That's why. It looks like a 7. Poor writing. I caught it the first time.
Rouge, blanc, rouge, bleu, rouge. Looks like French to me.
It is. Good job, Nancy. Okay. Man, that was not great with the errors there. All right. So then from here we go back to the abyss. I feel like I should be talking to Dieter. I should at least give him those photos. I guess I'll do that next. That's fine.
Wonder why this indentation is here.
Yes, yes. Okay, rouge. Blanc, rouge. Bleu. Rouge encore. I like this part. And that also feels very similar to Secret of the Old Clock and Last Train to Blue Canyon, all the mechanical things. On a roll with that, with these 3 games. Ever present. I can't go down here, or I can't open the door yet, but...
Locked, of course.
La Croix de Lorraine. I think it's feminine, so it's la, not le croix. Okay, I still need red, left, green, so... Oh, Dieter! I feel like you can help me with this one. Hold it back. There we go.
Did you take all those photos for me?
I sure did. They're all right there in your camera.
So, you had some questions for me?
Yes.
What do you know about Noisette Tornade?
The French resistance fighter? I seem to recall reading that she died recently, and that's about it. Why do you ask?
Liar.
I know 3 things, Mr. von Schwesterkrank. 1, Noisette Tornade, whose obituary you were carrying until it fell out of your pocket in the park. Noisette used to own the old windmill Minette now owns. 2, during World War II, she was rumored to have hidden several valuable works of art from the Germans somewhere in Paris. And 3, she was romantically involved with a German soldier named Hans von Schwesterkrank.
Oh, yes. I know all those things, too. Hans was my great-uncle. But there are 1 or 2 things you don't know, Fräulein. You could not have known that just before he passed away, my great-uncle gave me that.
What is it?
Something Noisette gave to him. Turn it over and look on the back. Unfortunately, my great-uncle couldn't remember what any of it meant. She used to be the director of public works, so I went to her favorite park to see if anything there might help me figure out what that card means. But I discovered nothing. You can keep that if you want.
I can?
Yes, I give up. I don't care anymore.
I am so not looking forward to having to go back to the park. Oh, man.
Have you shown this to anyone else?
No, I was too afraid Minette would hear about it. You see, since Minette owned the Moulin where Noisette spent most of her life, I thought dating her would help me figure out what that card meant. But then something totally unexpected and tragic happened. I fell in love with her. Minette is one of the cleverest, most infuriating yet fascinating women I have ever met.
So she knows nothing about the connection between Noisette and your great-uncle?
I told her nothing. I thought that if I found that missing artwork, I would be a hero and Minette would change her mind about me. But I can barely keep my mind on my work these days, let alone on finding some mystical treasure. If you want to look for it, go right ahead. Right now, the only thing I'm interested in recovering is Minette.
Okay. Let's move on. I just dread so many parts of this game. I know it's probably driving you guys crazy how much I complain, and I'm playing the games in order. I couldn't just skip it. And a big part of playing the games is so that I can do the book-to-game comparisons, because I find that interesting. So I'm forced to play this game. I'm forced by myself, but man. And I just don't like this one. Like it. Okay. Let's do this with this. Red left, green. Green. Left in my view. I think that's the way it works. Green.
Sue Loren 4154.
4154. Okay. Must draw. Hold on. Okie dokie.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Welcome back. What do you like?
Oh, I'm just preemptively buying
How much
stuff.
are you asking for this steak?
That is made of the finest wood, and it can be used for many, many things. It is one of my most popular items. For that reason, I sell for 13 euros.
I'll give you 10 euros.
Voila. What else do you like?
Is this just regular string?
That is very good string. Very strong. Very good to have around. You can buy for only 6 euros.
How about 3 euros?
Voila.
Oh,
what else do you like?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
32 euros left, okay. There it is. I find this blends in so well. Oh, come on, mouse. I think that's supposed to be slightly open. There we go.
Bonjour. What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Well, let's see.
I think I need the ball for some reason. No, I just
Is
need
this
this.
pie tin very expensive?
Very cheap. 15 euro.
I'd rather pay you 8 euros.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
C'est-tu, merci.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Okay. Oh, come on. My mouse has been cooperating pretty well until now. Come on.
What was that?
Casper.
Hey, what's going on? Shoot, that pesky squirrel must have jumped on the handle and moved the windmill.
It reminds me of when this game first came out and people had been posting before I got the game. My copy came late. Quick side story. So Her Interactive was sending me the game and I was waiting for it, and I don't know how many weeks went by, and I'd contacted them and asked, hey, did you guys send that game out? And like, yeah, we sent it out ages ago. So they sent me another copy, which arrived. And then weeks later, the first copy came and arrived in the mail. It was all bent out of shape. Like, clearly it fell off and got smushed somewhere. And I'd ask them, I got the game, both copies. Do you want me to send it back? And they're like, no, just give it to a friend. So that was really nice of them, very generous. But point being, I remember early days on the message board seeing people post about the pesky squirrel. This would just be when I was like modding and just going through threads and didn't want to look at the Danger by Design message board. But you go to new posts and all the threads come up. And I kept wondering, what is pesky squirrel? And everyone is calling it that. And yeah, it's because Nancy just called it a pesky squirrel there. But yeah, strong memories to me wondering, like, what is going on there? I'm not sure I'm ready for that when the game comes. Whoopsie daisy. Can I do that first? Yes. Let's do this again. Scare off that pesky squirrel. Oh, come on. Okay, this is very elaborate, very intricate and cool. Now I'm going to need a flashlight.
It's pitch black in there. I'm going to need a flashlight.
So, short distance though maybe, I still have to backtrack. I don't know that I can buy the flashlight ahead of time. I should have gone to Monique and checked, but oh well. We'll go get it now.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. You are wise to return. I have many new things. You see?
Yes, you do. I could use a flashlight. Mine was in my lost luggage.
That is only 10 euro. Batteries included.
Would you take €8 for it?
It is yours. What else appeals to you?
That's all, thanks.
Actually, I'm not interested in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
So I've got 16 euros left. I might have to buy that book from Malika about Ichido. Oops, wrong way. Let's try that again. Oh, flashlight.
Time to get out my flashlight.
I already have it out, Nancy. Come on, I was prepared. I tried. Be kind of creepy wandering down there on your own, not knowing if everything's supported or if there's a chance for a cave-in. Like, that would be really scary. I'd be quite unsettled. You know, not knowing the true safety or security of the area. Alright, gigantic key. Come on. I understand. This is meant to be a long walk, and it feels like it. Please let me leave. There we go. Nothing to see here, folks. I'm just gonna climb out of the grate. It's all good.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Welcome back. What do you like?
Is this Ichido book any good?
That book is very good. If you are around dangerous people, then you must get this book. You pay only 23 euros.
Would you take half that? 12 euros?
Voila. What else do you like?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Okay. So, the reason I bought this book... B. Lee, like Bruce Lee. C. Nor, like Chuck Norris. It's probably meant to be Norris. It's funny. Hello, Ichido. Oh. Oh no, it does save area. Okay, hang on. I've drawn a little chart for myself. So upper left side is... Oh, this is really small. Huzzah. On its upper right side. Flamingo attacks, quick jab, poke to the face. Essa. Oh, this is so not going to help. I'm not going to remember this. Even drawing this is not going to help. Left side, Ika. Most of the E's. Right side is like a snake. Open hand, palm to the chest. Shira. Lower left closes key. Lower right is Shazah. That one I know I'm going to do incorrectly. And stomach, She-Ta. Well, I can't even read this, it's too small. So that was pointless. That's fine. Oh, I've just remembered more stuff that's still to come. The M380 again. Oh, and the next thing. Oh, man. Paint bomb. Yep. This, as a kid, like when I first played it, teenager I guess is more accurate, I had a really hard time understanding how to solve the puzzle. And I don't know why, because now it's so obvious to me. But I used to hate this. This was one of the worst puzzles to me in all of the games. Until I magically, like all of a sudden, understood it.
What is that?
Who's out there?
It's just me, Nancy. Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Nothing. Everything's fine. You just stay in there and keep working. Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door. I've got to figure out how to disarm this thing before she opens the door.
The bomb maker left us a clue. It's fine.
There?
Nothing. Just stay in there. Everything's fine.
So you can have the same shape regardless of color attached, the same color regardless of shape attached, but you can have a different shape with a different color attached. So this can be red or a circle. I don't have any... Oh, I have that red. There actually is a process of elimination that I don't recall off the top. Let's see. This goes to red circle. So that can be a circle, that's fine. But this would have to be a circle in order for that to work. So it would have to be that one. Except it doesn't work, so we can swap those. That would be fine. Green to green to green. That's fine. Okay. Yellow would have to be a triangle or something yellow. But it attaches to blue, so it's going to be a blue triangle. We have a red triangle, which needs to touch something red. I mean, this will have to change.
Something. I can hear you.
Square.
I'm tidying up. You just keep working.
Is that not correct? Circle. Same color, same color, same color, same shape. Ooh, this one. Oh, but that one. Oh, oh, oh. This way. No, no, that would have to be red. I figured that out earlier. Oh boy. Because these two are on the same circuit. Because of the red. Is there a triangle? No. Okay, this so far makes the most sense for here.
Look, you are
So it'd have to be
really
a
starting to
circle.
bother me.
I'm sorry. I'm almost done. Really.
Might have to swap for that. That's not gonna work. It needs to be blue. Yeah, like that seems right. It's this that's wrong. What is the solution? I'd have to do
All
a
right,
second
stop
chance.
it right now or I'm coming out there.
No, no, don't come out. I'm just about done.
I'm pretty sure this has to be a blue triangle. There's nothing else it could be. If I did a green triangle, it's green attached to that blue. That's not right. There's no way this can change. Unless it's a blue of a different shape, which is not an option. Where can this go? That's the question. Where can this actually go? But that also does not work. I need that.
That does it.
Oh,
Whatever
no.
you're doing, it's about to end.
No,
Oh,
Manette,
wait.
please stay there. Don't open the door. That's not good.
Nope. I hate that alarm sound. I do believe that's the same one used in Stay Tuned for Danger.
What is that?
Who's out there?
It's just me, Nancy. Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Nothing. Everything's fine. You just stay in there and keep working. Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door. I've got to figure out how to disarm this thing before she opens the door.
What are you doing out there?
Nothing. Just stay in there. Everything's fine.
Just curious to see if that works. These have to be red down here. I know that. That would have to be a blue triangle. It would have to be a circle. This would also have to be a circle. Oh man. Oh. No. Oh, there we go.
I'm done. I won't bother you anymore. I promise.
That was really
Better
quick
get
the
rid of
second
this thing
time.
before she sees it and really freaks.
Well, there we go. Yes, just hide in the garbage not far from her door. Is she here? No, she's suddenly vanished. I think I have to turn. Oh no. Oh, and the hole's been here. And she hasn't commented. Okay, right near the end with some more stuff.
Wow. So that's what Noisette stole during the war. Stained glass.
Which is beautiful. I mean, I kind of understand the beauty of stained glass. It's honestly not my thing, but there is a quality to it, I guess. De Noisette Tornade.
If you are reading this, it means that I am dead and that you have discovered my secret. Yes, the rumors were correct. With the help of Hans von Schwesterkrank, I took the stained glass you see in front of you and hid it. Not for personal gain, but so these exquisite pieces of art would not be lost to the dangers of war. I was not a traitor, nor was Hans. He helped me because he knew it was the right thing to do. But why, you are asking, why when the war ended did I not return them? Why did I not even admit taking them? At first it was because I was angry. After all that I had done for my country, when my friendship with Hans was discovered, people turned against me and accused me of terrible things. I wanted to hurt the people of Paris the way they were hurting me, so I said nothing about the stained glass. Then, when at long last I was deemed innocent, my anger subsided, but fear took its place. I was afraid that if I revealed what I had done, the accusations would start up again, and people would once again call me a criminal and question my motives and assail my character, and it would have been too much to bear. Hans had gone back to Germany, and despite his promises to the contrary, I knew I would never see him again. Like everyone else, I just wanted to get on with what was left of my life, so again I said nothing. And gradually time passed, and Paris healed, and I healed. Yet the right time for telling the world my secret never seemed to come. And now I am Director of Public Works, a job I hold not only because I love this city, but because I wanted to make sure that someone, you, would be able to eventually find what I hid. Please make sure these pieces make a safe return to the world above. When you see them as they were meant to be seen, with sunlight streaming through their panes, interrupting the darkness with color and meaning and joy, only then will you truly understand why I did what I did a lifetime ago. N.T. Xivii.
10-4-3.
Uh-oh, the door locked behind me, and nobody knows I'm down here. Not good.
All right, now a shift cipher. I think it's just 380, isn't it? Okay. I need to write out the alphabet, just because that's easier. Ooh, just barely had enough room. So 3 from you would be 1, 2, 3, X. Oh, I need to find room to write this message. Jeez Louise. X. 8 from N would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. V. And then E stays as it is. 3 from D is 1, 2, 3 is a G. 8 from E. M. And R stays the way it is. N is a Q. I would be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Same letter, Q again. E stays the way it is. R. E. And then another E. Oh, sorry, you guys. Briefly confused, hoping I've done the right letters. Yes. Yeah, we're good. Last 2 batches of 3. Oh. Oh no, I did something wrong. Hang on. Start of the H there. Yeah, I had that right. Oh, I did 8 twice, that's why. Okay, une dernière énigme, cher ami. A final puzzle, dear friend. Which means I need to step away, adjust my dials here to 10. 4 and 3 stays the same. Okay, let's see how many tries this takes.
French again. French numbers.
And 1 try. 2, 1, 5, 7, 2, 1, 5, 7. I do really appreciate that I know the French language, even though it's really weak right now. I haven't spoken it fluently in years. Oops, wrong direction. But I don't have to, try and translate things. It's just in my brain already. Alright, end sequence going to start in a moment here. Thank God. And it's a horrible ending, too.
Well, does the dress work?
It does indeed.
Yeah! What about when I whispered? And when I turned my back? Could you hear what I said then?
Gunther, I could hear everything. With this dress, we will be able to hear every word that is spoken within 10 meters of the First Lady. And what we hear, what we sell, will make us the wealthiest spies on the planet.
Hey! I made you the dress, so how about paying me?
After the First Lady takes possession, that is our deal.
Look, I put up with the dead flowers, the letters, the paint, the idiotic phone calls. I put up with all your stupid threats for months. I deserve to get paid now.
Those weren't threats. Those were incentives meant to keep you on track. And they obviously worked. You'll get your money when she gets the dress. Let's go, Gunther.
But they're picking it up for her tomorrow. What difference does it make whether you pay me now or 24 hours from now?
Oh my gosh, it sounds like Manette made that dress for the First Lady to be some kind of bugging device. I've got to get it out of here and take it to the police.
And I'm not going to get very far. Oh, right, I have to get the dress.
Where did you come from? You've been hiding in here, eavesdropping. You heard everything, didn't you?
Not
Maybe.
everything, but enough to know that thanks to you, those 2 guys intend to use this dress to bug the World Summit.
I knew there was something sneaky about you the minute you walked into my office. I should have tossed you out on the spot and told Amy Grunhild to stuff it. Well, newsflash, sister. I am about to knock your nosy little block off.
And I hate this ending.
Yeah! I'm a wide belt in Ichido, and after I'm done with you, you'll need an intern yourself. A medical one. Ho, 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 ho. Hey!
Oh. Rats. Got one.
Issa! Hey!
Got 2.
Ho, 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 ho. Ha! Shazam! Hey!
Not quite fast enough.
Issa!
Hope you're a good loser, because you are going down.
Ika!
Oh, not the right one.
Issa! Ha!
I'm hoping that's working. Oh, nope.
Issa!
Hey! You're starting to look a little tired there.
Oh,
nope.
so you think you can block me, eh? Ho, 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 ho!
I am clicking, I just can't tell if it's actually working.
Shazam!
Oh, very much the wrong direction.
Your goose is cooked.
Issa! Ika!
Nope.
Where did you learn to block like that?
Ika!
Hurrah!
Arm's starting to feel a little weak.
Issa! Issa!
Ika!
Oh, no.
Kila!
Hey!
Shazam!
I fought imaginary elves that were stronger than you.
Yeah. I don't like that line. I know a lot of people do. Sorry.
Issa! Issa!
Ika!
Hita!
I'm getting kind of tired, I think.
Might as well give up, Minette. Hey!
Come on.
Ika!
One more?
I can't believe it. You never threw a single punch, yet you beat me. Life is so unfair. And so horribly unrude.
Where's the string for her mask?
Where am I?
Oh my gosh. And there it was, the real reason why Minette wore that mask. A tattoo, which she later admitted she had gotten on the spur of the moment and which she instantly regretted, calling it the stupidest thing she'd ever done in her life. She also admitted that the reason she had fallen so far behind schedule was because Ernst and Gunther Schmeck, former members of the East German secret police, were paying her a small fortune to create a dress for the First Lady out of fabric they supplied. This fabric was infused with microscopic circuitry that would allow them to eavesdrop on the World Summit. All three have been arrested, which means Minette will probably be designing her next collection from a jail cell. And she doesn't care for stripes. As for the beautiful pieces of stained glass that Noisette Tornade hid away years ago, they have been returned to the churches they came from. And Noisette is finally getting the respect and gratitude she was denied after the war. Not that she was perfect, but it seems to me her biggest fault wasn't doing too little for her beloved city of Paris, but trying to do too much. And as if busting a pair of spies and recovering lost treasure weren't enough, Heather took over Minette's spring show and had me, be one of the models. Believe it or not, I managed to make it all the way down the runway and back without falling flat on my face. Of course, I still have no idea what I was wearing, but I can tell you one thing. It was rude. Very rude.
I think that fanfare is for me just putting up with this game, even though I really wasn't because I kept complaining. But oh my god, thank god it's done. Congratulations, you've been awarded. Oh, hello. Savoir-faire. For solving puzzles in the least amount of time. Yep. It's usually something along the lines of Puzzle Master, so there we go. All right, let's watch a trailer for another dumb game. Sorry.
Time to dig out the tank top, stock up on sunscreen, and slip on those sandals, because for my next adventure, I'm off to Hawaii, to the Big Island to be exact, where I'll be helping out this quirky entomologist, that's a bug scientist, by the way, who has just made a disturbing discovery. In fact, my working vacation quickly turns into a series of disturbing discoveries, including one that involves a legendary monster with a nasty temper and an appetite for revenge. So come with me to this island paradise and help me solve the mystery surrounding the creature of Kapu Cave. Until then, aloha.
Oh, okay. It's done. It's over. Oh my god, it's finally over. I am sorry that I don't like this game. Like, I love so many of the earlier games. Like, I don't have very many gripes with the earlier stories, but man alive, there's just so much in this game that just doesn't work for me. Like, all the puzzles, the running back and forth, even the characters I find supremely irritating. I don't want to be around them. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to be in Paris. I mean, they've ruined the whole trip. There's a lot to see, and they've just destroyed it for me. So, that's unfortunate. There's not even really one who I like. I mean, JJ's tolerable, but even then, I don't like her line, even if she says it's meant to be for practice. Or because to be a model, you have to be a bit of an actress. I just don't like it. I don't like that characteristic. I mean, part of this is because I personally just have a huge issue with liars. They're pretty high up on my list of people I don't like are liars. So there's that end of things for why I can't even really tolerate her. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, guys. So much complaining. I do like, sorry, I see the thing with the police and the cast there. I do like the conversations that you overhear in the catacombs from the police officers. I find that really entertaining, pretty funny. I've always enjoyed just stopping and listening to what they're saying. So if you don't speak the language, you're not going to be able to get that extra enjoyment. And I do feel sorry for you guys that you can't, for those of you who don't speak French or don't understand French, you don't necessarily get to enjoy that in the same way as those of us who do. And I should say, while I'm on talking about positive things, because there are all the ties to earlier games. Those are amusing, particularly Sunny. This is his first reappearance. That was just a great surprise. And it's very minimal, which is good. It's not overdone, and I can really appreciate that. And then you've got like Jane's game portal. There's that cube from Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Going back to the police, they make a reference to the Beast of Blackmore Manor. So that's really fun. I do enjoy that. I also like the light atmosphere. Like it's daytime and the music is relatively upbeat. You know, that's quite nice as far as the mood that's presented in the game. I think that's really enjoyable. Unfortunately, despite some positives, I just find the puzzles and the tasks to be... I'm trying to think of the best word. Irritating. Like they just feel like a chore. Like I don't have any desire to solve the puzzles, and I don't like all the back and forth. And you see this in other games, but for me it just stands out quite strongly in this game. And there's just, for whatever reason, this game just feels so different from the previous 13. Like there's a shift, and I know a lot of people feel that way. There was you could say there was a consensus on the boards when this game came out that, yeah, there's something about this game. It doesn't rub people the right way. It feels off. It's not that pleasant. I mean, there are pleasant aspects, but on the whole, you're not going to rate it very high, or as high as you would any of the previous games to this point. So that was really disappointing, and remains to be. And like, for me, it's just a drag. That's what it is. This game is a drag. The tasks are a drag, and I don't want to be a participant. I don't even want to be a bystander. I don't even want to watch anyone play this game. I just don't find it fun. Kudos to anyone who has actually managed to stick it out and make it all the way through this playthrough. I just find that it is a struggle, this one, and it hurts my heart. I don't remember if I was excited for this game when it was announced. I really have no memory about that. I wouldn't be surprised if I wasn't super stoked simply because of subject matter. I mean, fashion, I couldn't care less. Give me jeans and a solid colored shirt, and I'm pretty content. Yeah, I don't follow fashion. I buy clothes when they're on sale because I'm cheap, and I don't want anything frilly. Or like I said, I want a solid shirt. I don't need anything with designs. I have very few clothes that have any patterns or prints on them. So it's just not a topic that interests me. I do enjoy being overseas. I mean, I'm a huge traveler. And I haven't been to Paris, but I have been to France. I've been to Strasbourg. I don't actually have much to say about that part of the world because I spent a very, very brief period of time there. It was an evening and like a morning or afternoon, something like that. I mean, the historical aspect's kind of interesting. Like the idea of the stained glass and that art having been hidden away. I mean, that's a really interesting storyline, but I feel like there wasn't really enough of it. The game doesn't focus enough on that. Like it feels sort of secondary, which maybe it's supposed to be because we're there to solve sort of the mystery surrounding Minette and her behavior. We're not actually there initially because of the historical stuff about Noisette Tornade. So yeah, I guess it is meant to be secondary, and I guess what I'm saying is I wish it wasn't. I wish the story was actually focused primarily on that and not a Minette, which also makes sense because I can't stand Minette and I don't deal with fashion. So I think there was an opportunity that the story could have been better. And it's interesting. So I haven't reread Death by Design. That's the case file that this game is based on, but I do recall when I did read it that it is quite different. For instance, it doesn't take place in France. I'm pretty sure it's set in the States, and it's like a fashion show or something. It's not dealing strictly with the designer trying to get their line going. So the stories are quite different from what I recall. I mean, there are elements that are the same, and the titles are similar, but yeah, I wonder if sticking to the original storyline a bit more would have been better. We'll see when I eventually read that book, which might be a little bit. I've just started a longer novel, so that might be a little ways away. I am looking forward to doing that. As I noted earlier in this video, that's one of the things one of the reasons I'm doing the playthroughs is so that when I get to the book to game comparison, I have this material to compare to. It's just fresher, and I was going to read the books and record that, and for a couple reasons I'm not doing that. And yeah, so because I'm going through the entire series, I've sort of forced myself to play this game that I don't enjoy so that I can get to the book. So yeah, like I said, that'll come at some point. Probably not for maybe a week, maybe longer. See how long it takes me to get through my fantastic Louise Penny novel. I'm going to promote her at this very moment too. Great author if you're into mystery fiction. Also appropriate for me to mention that. So this game is set in France. Louise Penny novels are set in Three Pines. This is a fictitious town in Quebec. So there's lots of French culture there. That's actually really timely. I hadn't planned that. that's great. Anyhow, I'm trying to think, is there anything else for me to talk about? Characters, meh, don't care for them. Music is fine. There's one really great upbeat track when you're taking the metro. Most of the tasks are dumb. I don't mind making parfaits. Yeah, I like the historical stuff. I really wish that was the focus, not the fashion. And Minette, great nickname. I like that. Really enjoyed the references to earlier games, particularly the reappearance of Sunny June, and even oh god, why is her name not coming to my mind? From Secret of the Scarlet Hand, we're making clothes for her. I'm trying to prompt you guys, even though you can't answer me. Prudence Rutherford, there we go, who we will speak with again in a few games. Spoiler alert. So it's not absolutely dreadful, but it's pretty close. There are worse games. I should say that. But at the time, this was my least favorite game. And it still fits kind of in that ranking. It's not great. All right, you guys have heard me complain and moan and groan for, I don't know, like 3 hours or something. So I'm going to end this video and give myself a break. Hallelujah. Thank you for being so kind and considerate enough to watch this video, and for being patient enough with me as I've, been negative about this. Stay safe, everyone. I look forward to eventually doing my book to game comparison for this story. Bye-bye now.